up. How I'm not familiar with V-Dub, man?
I
You
don't
are
mind
his
you
crash
crashing
shot,
out.
Big J. Now what's up?
Is that true, Big J?
No, no, no.
Okay.
But go on, V Dub, because that's some entertaining shit though. That's some entertaining shit you just said, but no.
Hey, listen. Miss Queen is your wife in your head, right? You a V-Dub's, you a V-Dub's crash shot.
Come on,
You
dog. Come
are
on. I'm trying to
you
work
you
here,
you.
man. Come on, man. You on that nut. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, brother. That man
Is
does it
it,
for himself, man.
man? Hell no, dog. He doing it for somebody.
Man, look,
Hey,
see, y'all wasn't here. Y'all wasn't here when he was doing gasoline enemas. See, that's what I mean. He been screaming. I've been trying to tell y'all this for a long. This nigga been doing this shit forever. He ain't just started this shit in 2015. This nigga been doing this shit.
He wasn't
ATR
that
days.
bad though. It was not this bad. Like it,
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. If I could go back and pull up them TRS episodes, it was that bad.
oh, CRS, yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
and that's what
been
dogs are.
hollering at you been
Yeah,
hollering at niggas, Big
yeah,
J,
yeah.
for
Well,
for
That nigga told people he was gonna get him a gasoline enema. Do you know what a gasoline
yeah,
enema
gasoline
is?
enema. That's crazy.
This
that's
nigga was
that
ferocious
makes
back
that
in
oh
the
yeah,
shit
oh
day.
even
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
that makes that shit
I
even
used to say
worse
some
then,
crazy
Big J.
shit. Yeah, I was saying
That makes it even worse.
So he
You've been here for almost for damn near
that.
20 years screaming and hollering.
Yep.
Nah, but yeah,
still.
we've had some fun
Wasn't
times
this
back in the
bad
days, man.
though.
I'm sad y'all
It
missed
was.
it.
It wasn't this bad. I swear to God, it wasn't this bad.
Queen, it was this bad.
Who
He
that?
was
Go ask
screaming
Tyrone
everywhere he
Thompson.
went. Like Big J went over to Boxing Scholar panel the other day and screaming and acting. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? This a whole different
The
group of
whole different
people.
sector.
This
And
not this not these people. You can't do that over. What's wrong with you?
don't
It
stop
was not that
embarrassing
bad.
us,
Okay.
Big J.
Okay. That shit on the Boston Scholar
Why are
was
you
the most
embarrassing us
frustrating
like that in other
conversation
sectors?
You do be embarrassing
I
us.
ever
I
had.
was so embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I was like, BJ, come the fuck on now. Not here. Now,
Okay,
if we was
but
over
like, hold
That's
on.
a whole different climate. Like
the
you just
different,
Yeah, but like the
different.
nick,
it's a
but
whole
like,
different
you're
climate
like
over there.
the nigga was trying to clown me and shit.
Was it
So I
But
cussed
Pittsburgh?
that's
the nigga out,
okay
and then
though. You not supposed to get the
Was it
acting the fool
Pittsburgh
like
T?
that.
Was it Pittsburgh T?
Yes, girl.
yeah,
I
yes,
knew
yes,
it.
yes. Pittsburgh T, pissed me the fuck off, saying that dumbass
Pittsburgh
shit.
piss off everybody. Pittsburgh is
Yes,
red pill like a
he's
motherfucker.
very red
But
pill.
you not supposed to act a fool in new places.
You
Like,
gotta
dang.
And then
you have to be you gotta match people's energy. Big well, no, don't even match people's energy.
You
Just
gotta be water.
be water. Like be cool.
I'm kind of. I don't really want him to. I don't know. I don't really agree with him.
Pittsburgh T, I mean
Look,
he pissed
all
me
I'm
off a couple times. I ain't even going
he pissed me off all the time. I done had to sit down and talk to myself about calling them men all kind of coons and bitch ass niggas and everything.
man, Pittsburgh T, I wasn't having it with his ass. I got tired of that bullshit. I'm over here
But
talking.
look,
He's
look,
saying all
look, look, look.
types of bullshit. Like nigga, you up in
You,
Pittsburgh and you don't know black institution Pittsburgh? Oh, nigga, you know what you're talking about. Kept on saying that bullshit.
But you in other places
So
in mixed
whatever.
company though, Big J. Like you
right.
can't be
You
doing
you
that.
can't you supposed to be networking and shit. You over there showing your ass.
Why you
Is it
do
is it
that?
is it
No
too
home
late?
training.
That's what Shatero's saying. Is it too late for us to enroll Big J into some etiquette classes?
Man.
I'm a
And
grown
then
ass man.
when you not there, they
I'm a
gonna be
grown
like,
ass man.
You a
Queen,
grown
you
ass.
the reason why Big J over here, Queen. And you over there
Now,
screaming, acting an ass.
hold on.
Thank you, Deacon. Exactly. I don't want Big J to change. I just want him to make sure that I
Simmer,
will laugh if he acts
Was
out.
that Deacon Dave? Lord Jesus.
now,
I just need him to calm down. That's all
now,
I
now,
need him to do.
now I'm gonna tell
Just
y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all another issue with Big J. Y'all want me to tell you?
No.
Yeah, go
Come on,
ahead.
hold on. Say, here you go, here you go. So, all right. So, look, Big J have been working to try to get rid of a lot of people on YouTube for a while, but he know that's gonna take for him to either have political power or him being a politician himself. I've begged Big J for like 7 years now, just based on where he stay. could he run for office just from the town where he's from? Big J have
No, I
always given
can't.
me pushback.
No,
Why
I
you can't?
can't.
All right,
No, I
tell me why you
can't.
can't. Why you can't?
Because them bitch niggas in Soul's channel.
What?
The bitch niggas in
Okay,
Soul Channel.
who?
What they got to do with
Who?
What that got to do with you running for?
office? Look, Willie D, the guy who be doing the rapper from out here in Houston. He don't have no high school education or no degree, and he was trying to run for a representative of, I guess, around where we stay in that area, and he lost, but
You
still,
talking about
it's
Bun
like
B? Hold on.
not Bun
You
B.
talking about
Bun
Bun
B.
B?
No, Bun B is actually a
Bun B
professor at
trying to be
Rice.
mayor.
All right, he's trying to be mayor now, but he was a professor. This is Bun B. These are hood niggas who don't got shit going on, education-wise. But he was even teaching at Rice, which is the Ivy League of the South, Rice University in Houston. So you can't make no excuse for why you can't run for office in your town, bro. So
No,
right now, if
There's
you
no.
there's a whole pimp, an ex-pimp, Gorgeous Dre,
yeah.
that's in politics and whatnot. So you there, listen, you
So
can't.
Big J know, say Big J know, if you want BGS and Angry Man to sit in front of a congressional hearing, you have to be a politician or have power, or have a pool of politicians, Big J, to get that done. So you wishful thinking, but then you could actually beat the change, though. Like you could actually run for something and make it subpoena these guys
why
to the
won't y'all talk to MOT?
why right, you and MOT
He
both
Why
y'all
ain't
would y'all
scared
talk
of
to MOT
success.
with that?
He's scared of
MOT.
success. Okay. Big J
MOT
is
want niggas to die, right?
hold on. Big J is afraid of success. He ain't gonna do the shit because he's scared to be successful.
Wow.
He's scared of the responsibility of his success. I got you. That
Well, whatever you know, you figure it out. You a man.
Big J don't want the response. Like a lot of these management niggas, they don't want the responsibility of people following them, and they have to actually perform and be competent in what they do. Big J, you a manosphere nigga, dog. These manosphere guys don't want
You
to.
are a
Let me give you an example.
manosphere, dude.
These guys are saying they don't want to run their families, they don't want to lead their children or their women, they don't want to even run their community, right? You're saying the same thing. You guys feel like y'all gonna fuck around and be martyrs and stuff, right? Which you probably won't. Most likely you wouldn't be a martyr, right? No one's gonna try to kill you for just want to do change in the way y'all want to do change. Like if you want these guys to stop speaking, and I told you, Tommy, Kevin Samuels, Angry Man, and these people who done grew legs on this shit to where you can't stop them now. They got to actually die. And I hope that nobody has to die, though, right? But if you want that to even be something that you can nip in the bud, you guys have to actually make a change. And you're not going to be able to do it from your YouTube channel, Big J. You're not.
Yeah, you're not, Big J.
You're going to have to go to city hall meetings like you don't do. It would be nice for you to go to city hall meetings and go talk to the police. Go to the police department, talk to these people. You don't do that. You don't want to talk to the police. Go talk to the FBI about this shit. Instead of Aaron Fountain, you riding Aaron Fountain's wave when it comes to him being an apprentice for the FBI, right? And you thinking that's mean you in. How about you go to the field office out here in Houston and speak to the FBI about the terrorism that's going on YouTube, which is black men in the black manosphere, and what they are spewing towards black people and the black women and the black children. You could do that, Big J. No one's going to be against you if you want to put the FBI for real on these niggas' ass, though. No one's going to be against you. Is anybody on the panel
No,
gonna be against Big J?
I need to be like.
I'm not gonna be.
I'm gonna be like.
I'm not against Big J.
I need goons like Kelsey Grammer on the TV show Boss.
So,
okay,
Lord.
I need I need my opposition.
You need goons and all that good shit. You got to stop fucking yelling so people can want to be a fucking goon for your ass. Cause ain't nobody trying to be no goon on your behalf, and you gonna fucking crash out everywhere you go.
Wait, I thought you said you don't like misfits, Big J. What are you talking about? You want goons now?
And what's a Delta November? What is that?
Oh, that's a dumb nigga.
Dumb nigga.
Is that what that means? Okay, I was curious. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Man tomorrow want the link. Man tomorrow go to my community tab.
Somebody
go to my community tab.
The thing is, Big J, is like, I know you think that there's a war going on between you and these niggas online. I can assure you there is not. There ain't no real war other than people just cussing each other out. That's all.
I think he's in war with himself. Honestly, Taylor. I think that's it.
Damn.
Oh, I am.
No, I think he's at war
Oh.
with the ideology of the red pill. Just to be honest,
I kind of think he looks in the mirror and he's like, you must, you definitely are in war with yourself. I think. Yeah.
But the thing is, there other are you? I know you do farming and whatnot, Big J. There's a whole farming sector.
Right.
The black farm sector. Yeah. I mean the black farm sector.
Okay.
You could really blow up on that farming shit for real. Because there's this guy that I follow. He calls himself the Hood Farmer, and he got a bunch of followers of him. Feeding his animals, taking care of them, and different things like that. He got a lot of followers.
That's a good point. Yeah.
What's up, MOT? How you doing?
Yeah, but we got to stop conflating the stuff that you do on YouTube as success in real life. This is some new shit. Most of these dudes who are successful on YouTube are fucking failures in real life. When it came to Father's Day, none of these dumb niggas did anything about the men who motivated them to do the shit that they're doing in their life. The truth is, most people like shit the way that it fucking is. They don't want the responsibility of change. They don't want the responsibility of chasing power. They don't want the responsibility of changing society. They don't want the responsibility of doing shit. And that's just where it's at right now. I mean, I can help more people, in real life than I can these dumb motherfuckers online, man. But at the end of the day, there's nobody else left to help. We see the social rot that has been birthed in the black community with these dumbass fucking animals online. Every year that has went on, it's been dumber and dumber niggas. You can't tell me that the black manosphere was created so O'Shea, Angry Man, fucking Obsidian, and BGS could be on top of fucking working class men? What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? That means that most people in society look up to these pieces of shit and they had no intention on fucking being working class. Hey, I'm cool with it. At the end of the day, I do want to commit genocide. I'm just saying. It's much easier.
God damn.
Much easier. But at the end of the day, this is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all chose for. And it's kind of like self-domestication. Most of these men self-domesticated into this bullshit-ass version of hood culture, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, that's what we got. And we have to stop being unrealistic about what is actually going on here, but that's what these people wanted. They invested in it. With their new shot and chance in society, like most of these people are so much of a coward, they don't even support fuck niggas in their own community. They cowards. They came online to support fuck niggas. Online. And they got fuck niggas in their own community that they don't support. So most of these actual children who are beyond damage, who I'm not going to try to fix, they came here to stop progress, to shut it down. And that's fine. But at the end of the day, we got to be able to move. The people who can't move is going to move. And the people who can't move is going to socialize into this hood culture shit. They're just going to wait till this energy get thrown out here by these fucking women, and they're just going to jump up there and just keep getting their step on and not understanding why the women don't fucking like them and all that kind of other shit. At the end of the day, I'm glad they're not procreating. So the women are doing their job at this point. But there ain't no fucking success. There ain't no progress. Yeah.
So you let's walk all these individuals to a gas station, basically, and
Yes.
No. That's way too quick. That's way too quick.
Oh,
gas
shit.
kill people way too quick. Too quick.
Okay. Damn.
What do you used to call them? Reptiles? I think that's what you used to say.
Yeah, reptiles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just mass producing, no real point. The only thing they operate off is feed, fucking, and fighting, and just normal reptile shit. No, but at the end of the day, this is what the black community has been incubating. And I underestimated how dumb these niggas were. I underestimated how morally bankrupt these people were. I underestimated it. I did not know these people were this fucking stupid and deliberately not wanted to fix shit in their own community. When they have greater access to information to fix shit,
they get worse and worse off, man. Hey, look, end of the day, look, I would build communities without these people, and that's just it. I mean, I didn't come here to be popular on YouTube with a bunch of dumb animals. I didn't want to do that. I would never even run across these people in real life. Like, most of these people come online, like, these men created the women that they actually complain about. Okay? They created the women they actually complain about.
No,
They gave them the attention that they couldn't handle. And then they domesticated themselves under the women, and then they turn around and blame the women for it. And here's the thing, they don't even have access to women, and they're blaming the women for their fucking outcome. Most of these dudes can't even get a bitch complain about child support. Or 400 or 500 deep in a live stream, listen to a 400-pound fucking hair hat who teaches at a fucking primarily white fucking university tell you about fucking feminism. Like, you niggas ain't suffering under feminism. You niggas are suffering under meninism.
Meninism. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It is a term.
Okay. Meninism. Gotta look that up.
I mean, but at the end of the day, most of these people, they didn't want to change, and they want to be domesticated by these women, the one they claim are so bad, right? Because I think this: if you ain't got no access to sex, you ain't got no kids, it looks like you got a ton of time to get your shit together, right now. And if you skip all that just to be up all night on a live stream listening to sexless men complaining about women that none of you are dating, there's something wrong there. Because remember,
the crazy thing about it is that some of these men are married.
No. The marriage sales make sense because they're sexless marriage. They can't leave. They're pretty much cohabitating with somebody that they can't really be with like that. While she do whatever the fuck she wants to, and he's just pretty much a roommate at this point. So the marriage sales, that makes sense for them to be.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you're not supposed to have like a conglomeration of useless niggas, sexless men, and dudes with no experience, all trying to stun on each other that they get hoes, knowing damn well ain't none of these niggas fucking on shit. That's what's weird to me, and that's a new thing. It's not an old thing. It's a new thing for niggas to be complaining about shit they ain't trying to fix, and one to think that they're successful because of
Mm.
Oh shit, did I get dropped or something?
All this because they can't get no ass, huh?
And here's the thing. If they could get some ass, the shit would be 10 times worse. They just want to drop a baby and these fucking women and fucking leave. They have no intentions on taking care of these problems. They have no intentions on bringing shit to the table. They have a false sense of what they need to bring to the table to even get sexual access at this point. They think they can just clone the behavior of somebody who they think is possible, popular, and that's how they get the access that they want. It's like, dude, listen, man, she can see your ass a mile away. She runs into this shit 10,000 times a fucking day, and you just 10,001. But I'm glad that they don't have sexual access. I'm glad that they don't have the ability to get that shit together. The women are going to run out of their fertile window. These dudes are not going to be able to be with the younger women because they're not going to appeal to nobody. We're just at the point now where I'm just patiently waiting with my arms folded.
My thing has always been like, because when I first came into this space, I thought the Black Manosphere was for, Black men to come together and basically, talk about trades, professions, hobbies, how to
It was that. It was that until BGS, Angry Man, Mr. Chap, O'Shea, Duke Jackson, fucking Angry Man decided to market to dumb niggas. And dumb niggas took over the fucking space. Dumb niggas could have went to YouTube. Dumb niggas was already in Black YouTube. But dumb niggas want to fucking destroy all manner of fucking progression. All of it. And there was an actual executive decision to go in that direction. They had people, business people like me here. They had doctors, like real doctors. You had surgeons who was here. You had people in the mental health profession. Not Jeff St. James, Stefan Urkel, goofy ass, who need to be stolen. Not him. I'm talking about Tia Son Johnson, the fucking fuck nigga who never done none of this shit, right? You had like actual motherfuckers who cared about the future. Now you got people just trying to lead people into fucked up positions and just trying to make money off of these dummies. And the dumb niggas are not even fucking have sense enough to notice that these dudes are using them like that. They just want progress shut down. They couldn't handle the fact that they had to get their shit together. They couldn't handle the fact that they had to leave this shit the fuck alone. Like a lot of these dudes, rather than being alone and getting their fucking shit straight, they wanted to be hanging around a bunch of men. So the Black Manosphere now is doing this job. It's making sure these dudes remain sexless and fucking unhappy. That's what it's doing. It's doing this preferred job. I know people don't want to see it that way, but that's what it is. Because ain't none of these dudes got their shit together, got the fuck off the field, and stop paying attention to non-working class people.
Okay.
It does its job. It's a value system at this point. The Black Manosphere is a value system. You don't have to tell these people who to hang around and who not to hang around. This is where their heart was at. Their heart was in listening to fuck niggas. That's what their heart was at. And you have to be okay with the fact of leaving these motherfuckers behind and letting them fucking burn. And on site, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm okay with letting it burn because I personally think that certain people's lineage should not continue. That's my personal opinion.
Oh, miss, I'm so far beyond that. I agree, but I want to go way further than that. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, but the problem is that it can't burn because these dudes are trying to make money to keep it burning. So when things burn, there's an on fire period, and then there's a time when it stops when the fire department gets there. These people are throwing hot coals and more burning materials on the fire, trying to escort more men into this sexless hellhole so that way they can live off of it. They want to live off broken men. At this point, they want to live off of broken, angry, dumb men. That's what they want to do. This shit is predatory. This shit is predatory. At this point, this shit is predatory. You cannot tell no motherfucker that oh, well, you know what? I'm a high value man. Don't you know you just put a target on yourself, you fucking idiot? And it's like, most of these people, they just wanted the ability to sashay like they was successful without being so. So they deliberately funded people who's on their level to do so. And you can't do shit about that. The great thing about that is they can't appeal to real men. Real men could be like, you on some bullshit, you ain't got no fucking skills, your ass is gonna steal something, let's pull these guns out. So whenever you fucking do some shit wrong, this is gonna be the part where the chalk line gets drawn right here. Because you ain't about to fuck our shit up. Most of these people, they're online because they ain't got shit else to do in life. Shit else to do.
Thanks.
This is the cable subscription. You know, after you ran out of other shit, this is the cable subscription. It's a free cable subscription. The only thing you need is access to a basic phone, no matter what fucking carrier. You can just hit the link, jump up there, and just stop progress.
Well, early YouTube, the people that had the biggest, most profitable channels was folks that had felonies. They was criminals or ex-criminals. So
hey, look. The only thing you have to ask yourself, where are the people with money, and are these people with money, like real legitimate, life-changing money, are they sending their kids to these fucking criminals for help? And if the answer is no, how did these criminals get so much of the ire of these fucking dumbass people online? It's something internal wrong with people that leads them to do the shit that they do. At this point, there ain't nobody to help. I can just point out what's happening. So that way people can get up off, because there's so many people I help like, hey man, I got my shit, I can show you the email. I got my shit together. I stayed off fucking YouTube. Life's great. What changed? Man, I finally just got me a trade and just stopped working 60 hours a fucking week being mad at bitches. So you put yourself in a position to be mad at bitches, and then gonna be even madder when they don't choose you. But you're listening to people who also lost the bitches, right? Because none of these dudes got successful situations. So how is it that we wrote the Black American experience, especially when it comes to younger dudes, that they didn't need to look up to working class people. They needed to look up to people who want to run the gender war. Because the gender war is new. It's new to new niggas, but it's not old to, everybody else. But why were they so attracted to that? Because they just wanted progress without participation. And that's the secret sauce of the fucking manosphere. They want you to complain about rando women that you don't have access to, and I don't, mythical bitches, for the sake of a better term. They bring these dumb niggas here to focus on mythical bitches so that way they cannot get their shit together, so they can't get mythical bitches. So now they're just going to run in this fucking death spiral until they pass the fuck out, being mad at bitches. By giving them exactly what they want, attention without responsibility. And most of these dudes want to be the dumb nigga on the couch. They want to be the dumb nigga who just fucking drop a baby and leave. It's just all these motherfuckers got fucking. This is the dumb nigga American dream. The dumb nigga American dream is laying up on somebody's couch, playing fucking Xbox all day, and fucking not doing shit in life, and rubbing it in other working class man's face. That's what most of these motherfuckers want. I'm glad the women are not dumb enough to keep giving them that, finally. But at the end of the day, most of these dudes, they're just compost, surplus dumb niggas. They don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. The women don't know what the fuck to do with all this dumb nigga attention either. They're just surplus niggas. Put out here by somebody else. No fucking pure chaos. No aim, no morals, no point, no purpose. The only purpose is to stick it to society. In what way is that going to help these people if they can't even describe it?
It's crazy because not that long ago they were complaining about how, women and their quote unquote bastard children, but now they're mad because women don't want to have kids. And it's just like, well, damn, I thought it was F these kids, It's just like, who wants to have
no.
environment?
No. Like, they wanted to be the dudes producing the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, am I still here?
I'm just confused, Sam. Uh-oh.
Yeah, can y'all still hear me? Because I had a phone call coming in.
Oh, yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay, all right. So the thing is that they don't understand what, and I'm telling you, once you look up the term re-victimization and re-traumatization, once you look at that checklist, that's what the Black manosphere is running on these dudes. It's a psychological trap that they keep in these dudes in. It's predatory, and if they were actually asked to actually explain what they're doing and why, they wouldn't care. But you have to understand, these white corporations love for Black people to not understand how basic shit works. Of course they allow these motherfuckers to have monetization and put their dumb nigga face on camera and start motherfucking talking about Black women, because how they think about Black women, the white society think about all Black people like that, right? Like they don't fucking understand that and never have understood that for some reason. I'll say this, just leave them out there. They're all right. Leave them out there. Get your shit together personally. You ain't got to share it with nobody. You could just live a good ass fucking life. You ain't got to tell nobody about how you wasn't shit or none of that. You can just get your shit together and leave. Or you could just be an audience member of BGS Hitmore and be happy that, you could jump up on the panel to get your dumb nigga shit off. Because you don't want the responsibility of learning shit. You just want the responsibility of enjoying the fact that somebody else is working for you. This shit's crazy. But that's just where we at right now. Like, look, I have to separate kids from this shit all the time. I have to separate kids from their nothing ass fucking parents. You give these kids the gift of self fucking reliance, they off to the fucking races. They're not listening to this dumb shit no more. They're not listening to hood motherfuckers no more. They're not listening to this man and spit shit no more. Once you got self-reliance, because these dudes are trying to beat the sense out of these dudes before they even have self-reliance. They're trying to steer them straight off into imminent doom so that way they can have somebody else to hang out with. Personally, that's what they're doing. And, they know they're doing that. Because where are the parents? Where are the parents who give a fuck about their kids jumping online, thanking BGS or Tia Son Johnson or fucking Jeff St. James for fucking rescuing their child? You don't hear that shit. You want to know why? Motherfuckers who give a fuck about their kids wouldn't send their kids to this shit. This shit is child abuse. Literal, monetized child abuse. That's what it is. From dudes who gave up in society. So anybody got any disagreements with me? Because I think I'm way worse than Big J. I think I was way worse.
Well, Big J is getting an intervention for all the goddamn screaming he be doing. Like, sir, stop it. That's what we on Big J ass for.
I mean, but I was calling for open genocide on people. I mean, I think I was worse. I mean, I'm still calling for it now. It's just I'm slicker at how I talk about it.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, I'm somewhat agreeing to MOT on that. I mean,
on what?
on the G word, I'm coming around to that G word part.
Well, you can't do that screaming at people.
I mean, like Big J, you got to have genocide with a smile. That's all.
Yeah, with a smile.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but most of these people come online just to frustrate decent people too. They get off on doing that shit. Especially these dumb niggas. Like, damn well they would never step to no working class person in their own neighborhood and say no shit that they be saying online. They get their head twisted silent. But they love coming online and gaslighting and trolling and all that kind of other shit. Man, it's hard for me to believe that these people made it this long in life and they always been acting like this. I really think that this shit become an outlet for all the fuck nigga behavior that people can't exercise in their real life. To be quite honest with you. I don't know. I think I was a lot worse than Big J. Now I'm just genocide with a smile. Just poison your water supply. Get you the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, it's just that we can't understand what the fuck Big J is talking about when he just go on this rampage of screaming to the top of his lungs.
And no, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Everywhere. He does it everywhere. Like,
I used to do it everywhere. I used to be way worse than him.
So why you stop?
Because I became peace with the fact that genocide was the only answer.
Well, you need to help.
Yeah, the only answer. I mean, you don't have to go through and just start torturing motherfuckers. You can be like, look, this is the wall. This is the behavior on this side of the wall. This is the behavior on this side of the wall. That's all it is. I mean, you don't have to go out here just, siphoning these people down like ripe corn. I would love to see it. But at the end of the day, just build your own shit up. Because everybody is packing into this wagon of really coming online and just trying to get an audience and think that they're successful in life because they keep people in a codependent space. That codependency is very dangerous for people. See how some of these white dudes listening to that white manosphere shit was out here trying to hold women responsible and kidnapping women and offing them up and, you know, office shootings and all types of shit. You know, that's what it leads to. So that's the other part.
Well, I don't know what to say anymore.
I don't know, because there's nobody else left to help. It's a value system.
All right. All right.
Remember, a lot of these people are working class, but they're working class in real life, but they come online to support bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a new phenomenon. Normally, if you had your shit together, you would never hang around people who don't, because you'll be scared and afraid of getting your stuff took. Now, at this point, they got the best of both worlds, and they're happy being the only productive person around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, like I'm much happier now. Not really live streaming every week. Not really think I'm need to reach these people. Hey, dude, there ain't nobody to reach. I mean, you know, you can reach them, you know. But at the end of the day, they know what they're doing. They know what they're investing in. They're not stupid. The women ain't stupid either. Like, listen, these outcomes are pretty specific, not generalized. Okay? And look, I just walk in, scope a situation, get this person a deal, put this person on the path of fixing their own stuff, making sure they got this community shit outside their head, making sure that these people are not operating off 40 years of bad information because, you know, they got self-worth issues, not understanding that self-worth issues are solved with accomplishment, not fake respect, not fake adulation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's easy. I can't wait to help these people get out of Mississippi. It used to be 90-10 staying there. Now it's 90% of people leaving that mud. As soon as they pop on the graduation tip, keep on these dudes. Hey, look, gotta do something. Can't hang around here. Definitely don't pick up them drugs and sell them. No, getting up out of here. You think these people in the manosphere want to create better men? Think again. They're trying to create failures. More systemic failure than white supremacy ever could have actually created. They're actually jealous of white supremacists. They want to be the next and the new ones.
All right. Kind of like when BGS did the whole, instead of giving white women jobs, a white man should have gave black men the jobs that he gave his own women. That white men give to their own women. Like one of
from a dude who ain't even working class with no proof that he's worked anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, his only skill is getting a bunch of dumb niggas to talk on the panel. Because that's what he probably does in his own community. Sabotaging or keeping people in this fucking hurt locker and making sure that they fucking fail so that way he can have somebody to rule over.
Right. Right.
At the end of the day, man, look, I'm happy about the time I spent here because I could have spent the time that I probably have like 100 years of fucking experience not fucking with niggas, just paying attention to this shit over 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
I can see this shit coming a mile away. I can see this value system a mile away. I mean, my bullshit detector is so fucking good, I don't give a fuck who I kick out of my life at this fucking point. Just sit there on the sidelines while we go do great shit. And I don't need your ass need to have my last name or the fucking blood type for this shit to happen. No, just give these people the information. People who want to follow the actual directions, they will. And the people who want to stay behind, they will too. Then they'll have that moment of clarity where they try to bring up some shit that's actually realistic or try to question some shit. And then you get forced into a corner and fucking humiliated. That's when they leave. Social isolation works, folks. Social isolation was always supposed to fix damage. But when you turn socialized and dysfunctional men into an actual fucking community to keep blasting these dudes with irradiated bullshit every day so that way you can make money off of them, that's wrong. That's fucking wrong. No, fuck wrong. That's evil. Not bad, not wrong, fucking evil. And these are the people who live through the fact that other people got their shit together and left their shit alone. These dudes are still pretending that there is some runway at the end of this fucking airport where you can keep pretending that you some dude with a fake ass New York accent and some fucking street shit and you gonna make it out here long term. Shit's crazy.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that Brandon Tatum's is going to get sued on that bullshit he's doing?
Dude, he should have been getting sued.
Yeah.
They should have been putting legal hands on it. Yeah, because here's the thing. Once you do it one time, nobody's inviting you on to say that shit. Nobody's having you on their podcast to say that shit. And that's what it is. But people are like, oh, these people, oh, they have the right to say, you need to punch them in their mouth with mid-sentence. You don't have the right to say incorrect and improper shit. You don't.
Mm-hmm. Because
this whole gaslighting of black people shit is some shit that you should be executed on. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck? How are you walking around upright and your whole job is to take these white supremacist positions that when you say this shit in front of white people, they're like, oh, hold on a second. Like, how can you walk around and not get stolen, not get shot, not get ran off the road?
Right. Because I think what happened to Charlie Kirk should, you know what?
Nah, man, I loved every moment of it. I probably watched that shit about 6,000 times. Not gonna lie to you. Watching that transmission fluid fly to that dude's neck, man, I felt great. God, that shit was awesome.
Ooh, man, that's just diabolical.
In front of his own people with no black people around.
Yeah. How did pure capital help Charlie Kirk? That should be, you know.
Now, look, pure capitalism gave that dude a gun. That dude was mid-sentence talking that shit about them gay people, that gay dude blowing this motherfucking head off. Good for that dude. Good for that dude. Good on that guy. Took care of business.
But yeah, I'm waiting because he said that the Nolan Wells was on cocaine and shit. I don't know if you heard that shit. He was on Nancy Grace.
No. I heard him. But at the end of the day, like the toxicology report haven't came out yet because it haven't been 6 weeks.
Right.
That shit takes 6 weeks for a gas chromatograph to come back to see how much, or what's in your system at what quantity. I mean, I could do a live stream on it, but a lot of people don't understand that it's hard to get somebody when the whole law enforcement apparatus is what you're trying to take down. You're trying to take down a judge's kinfolks. Because here's the thing. You can't even talk to them dudes unless a lawyer is present. Like, all the shit they can normally do, they can't do none of that. None of that. So they have to wait on one of them dudes to crack or one associated person to, like, give somebody up. But I can tell you what's going to happen. How this shit's really going to move.
But I really think, though, it's gonna be one of the girls.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the women. Because here's the thing. While the kids may be protected by attorneys, that's a lot of those other people that ain't got that protection. And they don't understand, like, this ain't like the regular police. You lie to the FBI, you're going your ass to jail. You change your story, you're going your ass to jail. And trust me, they are very patient. They got infinite money. And they're going to make up a narrative without them dudes present. And I'm going to tell you right now how it's going to happen. One of them dudes going to try to cash in on that reward money, and that's what's going to open the case up. Because the moment a person try to get themselves out of it, That's when they drag your ass into that deep water. Tell us what really happened. And them dudes ain't gonna be able to say shit because that dude's gonna become the star witness. And they just gotta sit there and just play the I don't know shit.
But
Yeah.
Man, tomorrow, you know about the Pinkerton Detective Agency. It still exists,
Yeah.
right? It still exists, right? You know, the same agency that protected Abraham Lincoln before he became president. So
Yeah.
I was thinking, I know that you got people like what's his name? He took the knee, paid for the autopsy, and Benjamin Crump's. Well, I don't like Benjamin Crump, but you got him taking the case. You know what I think? I think there needs to be a black owned detective agency that when something like this happens, they go up in that place, do their own investigation, and do not rely on the police.
Yeah, I have
Local
jurisdiction
officials.
like that. I have jurisdiction like that. But what you can do is you can formulate
A private eye.
Private organization that does autopsies for shit
Right.
like this in these type of cases, because that autopsy that happened in Washington D.C. shouldn't have happened. If that dude's throat and that dude's lungs was not with his body, how the fuck can you perform a proper autopsy? Because the throat and the lungs is going to tell you whether this motherfucker died via drowning or underwater. So at the minimum, the medical examiner of Mississippi need to be charged with obstruction of justice, and he needs to go to prison for that shit. He needs to go to prison because without those two pieces of evidence, there's really nothing to investigate. And the medical examiner works with the police to formulate the narrative. People don't understand that. They do work
Right.
with him to formulate the narrative. The only time you didn't see that shit happen was George Floyd. That's when the
Right.
system worked the way the system was supposed to work. With the use of force experts, with the detectives testifying, all that kind of shit. That's when the system worked the way it was supposed to in just that time. But that should be the standard. Like when I was a military cop and working for the feds, dude, that's the way the shit normally was. But and this is why these local yokels can't get on with the feds because they be up to so much local bullshit that they don't even want to take on that type of risk of corruption, bringing these dudes up to the federal level. But nothing's gonna happen to these people until somebody cracks, and it's not gonna be those three dudes. Now, one of them dudes is going to actually make a deal once the heat start getting on, and that's gonna be the narrative. That person's gonna get immunity, the one of the three, and then they're gonna formulate a narrative with whoever came forward. That's gonna be it. But this shit could take 5 or 6 years to happen. It ain't gonna be right away. Man, ain't no way in the hell you going. I've been to that island. Not going to that island. Not with a bunch of rich ass whites. Fuck out of here. Man, you must be out of your mind. No, sir. Nah, but most of that is being smart enough to not put yourself in these situations either. That's also part of it. I'm not saying the dude should be dead or anything like that, but somebody knows something. And these cases take forever. This is a $3 or $4 million investigation. A lot of people don't understand that. This is a $3 or $4 million investigation. And Jackson was never going to put up that type of money to find justice. It's too easy to just say we don't know, and that just be the end of it. This is a monetary issue. It's a racial issue, but it's definitely a monetary issue.
Mike, the link should be in the chat room, or go to my community tab. Yeah, but I'm waiting for Brandon Tatum to get his, because I see it.
I mean, Candace always gonna get hers too. And once she does that shit, the landscape is gonna change. You're not gonna be able to just go online and just say crazy shit about public figures and just lie to white audiences and shit. No, man. I mean, they should have been getting sued over that shit. Because if you're doing this shit for monetary gain, and let's keep it real, they are doing this. I mean, because if it happened to the InfoWars dude, How are they not doing this to these people? This dude ran a whole lie about Sandy Hook being, crisis actors and shit. When these people bury children with big ass holes in them from 7.62 rounds, and that dude kept saying that for years until they finally put them legal hands on.
Right.
No, just make them come up there and prove their case. Make them come up there and just say, "Oh, I got freedom of speech." I mean, conservative freedom of speech is freedom of speech without consequences. That's what they understand freedom of speech as.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not how that shit works.
All right. So, well, I'm waiting for Mike V to come up. So,
Mike V?
Yeah, Mike V said he's trying to come up, so he asked for a link.
Yeah, you have to go to the community tab, recent post. It's the StreamYard link that's in there. I mean, at this point, Jay, I don't see nothing wrong with the Manosphere. I see nothing wrong with it because the Manosphere is just an actual part of Black America. Like we're trying to blame the Manosphere for shit, but the Manosphere is not a birthing organization. The Manosphere don't hook people up with women. The Manosphere make sure that you can't get a bitch. Manosphere ain't trying to give these dudes no sexual access. You crazy? Shit. Trying to build a dependency off dumb niggas. Yeah, but this fake street, this fake hood, this whole a person is popular because they be on some bullshit. Like, nah, man. Like, nah. Now that's an actual a value system corruption that they're trying to push as normality, and that shit's not. Nah, I ain't fucking with that. Because how do you get a better society if everybody gets to be on some bullshit? So we talk about community, but then people don't want to live up to what the community is actually about, right? I don't have to worry about what's going on in my community. I know exactly what the fuck's going on in my community. but people try to go in and try to adopt what you're doing and try to bring it to their community. I'm like, hey man, I don't do shit like that. I got enough responsibilities where I'm at with people that I do not give a fuck about already. Do not add to the pile of niggas that I don't care about. I care about these outcomes. Get to the working class, stop complaining about women, fix your own situation, you'll be straight. Man, I wanted some disagreement about mine. I don't think they understood how I was talking to these people earlier, man. Like 3 years ago. I don't think they understand.
I have no disagreement. I have no disagreement. So
I mean, but like in normalized societies, Big J, this is exactly how men act. When men see disorder and dysfunction up to this level, everybody's got to go. Yeah, everybody got to go. There ain't no negotiating. There ain't nothing. We drawing a line. We lighting fires, and these dudes getting up out of
here. But you got to.
But the thing is that people
I don't
think
know what's
that.
Though.
Yeah, but people think that. Oh well, you can't stop these people from doing. I'm like, man, get this person the fuck out of my face. I don't even have any patience for anybody who's trying to legitimize the actual destruction of the environment. And we're supposed to sit here on some. We gotta let these dudes live shit. Like I don't even have patience to even be tolerating conversations like that. I mean, because at that point, you acting like a whole domesticated bitch among abject destruction, and you're supposed to be a man who's supposed to be trying to set shit straight so that way you can have less problems, not sit around so that way there could be more problems. I don't get where that kind of fall and shit happened. I don't understand where that came from. And it seems to be just an online thing.
But do you think that is feeding into the fascism,
It is.
because
It is.
because like there's that white boy what if Fayless talking about he want an incel revolution, and because the women, or in his case white women, is not giving up the box. So he want Europe and United States to fall because women are not giving out the poom poom.
No, but see, that's where he's lying. He is lying. White dudes don't like dweebs talking. Ooh, they are hell on them fucking dweebs. Running their fucking mouth, acting like they fucking successful. The white dudes was hell on those dudes always. They were always like growing up, dude, especially in the military. Dude, you didn't see white dweebs get their shit off at all. Them dudes would go out of their way to go fuck their bitch and take everything away from them for fucking complaining and looking weak. Yeah, man, but you just have a whole bunch of mediocre ass fucking white dudes who's fucking act like they owed something, and they have a kindred spirit with these dumb niggas of the same stripe in Black America.
But at least though the Asian guys are being more productive. I gotta give the Asian manosphere something. At least they're being productive over there. I be
No, man, like
watching
the Asians, the Latins, the Native Americans, like, dude, they got rid of this shit a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it through force. They didn't did it through asking motherfuckers. They did it through force and making sure that they couldn't procreate.
Mm-hmm.
It's twofold. You have to do one or the other.
Right. So,
But here,
anyway.
them people were proud to destroy women, though. They're proud to destroy the women. They were proud, and the women were proud to be rulers of their environment. They just needed to pick an actual domesticated man that's going to get them everything that they wanted. And look, the results are the results. The outcomes are the outcomes. There's nothing to really complain or argue about at this point. You know, look, if they're comfortable around Delta November energy, there's really nothing you can say or do about it. They chose this. And you can tell the people who haven't chosen. Like, most decent married women are not online talking about fucking relationships with niggas that they don't know. It's a new thing. Believe me. It is a brand new thing.
All right. So, hey, Queen. Oh, I don't know, because my internet's fucking up. I don't know what the fuck going on. I might want to end this. So, Queen Sunkiss. Well, I'll leave and let her take over. But I just, my internet there's something wrong with that motherfucker. I was like, because it kept on doing this delay shit, and I apologize if it sounds like I'm over talking y'all, but I see it was like a delay and then speeding up on me and shit. Like, what the fuck going on? So
Yeah. I mean, man, but look, I'm still proud of the work I've done here. I may not have people watching and all that. But at this point, I didn't come here to entertain dumb niggas, man. That's not what I came here to do, bro.
right.
I didn't come here to make dumb niggas feel and be comfortable. I didn't come here for that either. I don't know why people think that's a successful thing of gathering a whole bunch of codependent men. I think that shit's crazy.
Yes, how may I help you?
I'm getting tired, so and my internet keeps fucking up on me. So, are you going to run this or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Is there more? What is we talking about? And is Mike V coming?
I'm waiting for
I had a problem finding the link myself. Yeah, I had a problem finding the link myself. But yeah.
The link is on the community wall. I can try to post a link right now.
Right, no, just drop it in the chat.
I am going to try.
Okay, well, I tried. It would.
Yeah,
I tried. Yeah, it wouldn't even.
Hold 1 second. Let me go over here. And we're going to do this right here. Oh, oh, there it is.
So yeah, I'll let Queen to take over. So
So is there anything wrong with what I said, or any disagreements with what I
no,
said?
no, I have no, I
Okay,
have no.
I'm just making sure, because I think that a lot of people are investing in things being the same. Man. I don't think it's. I think it's the men and the women at this point. It's the men, the women, and the kids, and some of the older generation.
Mm-hmm.
But all this shit's new. All this shit is very new.
Right.
Men, women, new. What's new?
No, I'm talking about the
Relationship
ability.
conversation.
No. The ability to want widespread sabotage and don't want any progression because they lose their
Oh,
voice.
that is new. And people trying to blanket that is black culture is driving me
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like fake New York accents and everybody like assimilating in the hood culture and shit. Fuck out of here. That shit's new, very new. Especially working class people being comfortable around that bullshit. That's pretty new too. Because the working class was the people who stepped off first. They left the community first. They got the fuck away from this shit first. So for these new working class motherfuckers to like allow this shit to be around, nah, that shit's crazy. And you can't really.
Queen.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're here to take over, so I'm gonna get on off. So,
Oh, all right.
all right. You have a good.
You got a video dropping in 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
I'm just making sure. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I'm in Texas now. Shit, I'm headed to Brownsville.
Oh man, you at the
Oh,
border. Damn. Oh Lord. It's
hey,
hot down there.
ABC.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all be easy. Is this live still going to continue? Carry on.
All right, all right, cool, man. All right, thanks for letting me go. So how old are you, Queen? Like, what generation are you at?
I'm a millennial.
Okay, all right. So when did it kind of start? Because I'm Generation X. I just turned 48 last week, right? So I'm Generation X. I was obviously born in '78. Like I've seen this shit coming up to where the social isolation piece was very strong with these dudes not having their stuff together and people didn't want to be around them. And then I seen like maybe like 2009 when these people start coming online and start doing this shit. When all the people started getting out of prison for serving them extra long sentences from the drug era and they wanted all their old respect back and shit. Like that's when I started seeing it. Like 2009, between 2009 and 2015.
I
Shit came
mean, I'm
online after 2018.
mm-hmm. Gen X. That's where I think
Yeah.
it started.
Oh no.
And but
Older
I
Gen
saw,
X is way
yeah,
worse
the
than
older,
boomers. Older Gen
yeah,
X is way worse than fucking boomers. Because boomers, half of them
yeah,
were
that's
working
what I'm talking about.
class.
I'm talking about
Most of them were
them.
working class.
I seen
But
my
like,
great grandparents. They lived a certain way. My grandparents on both sides lived a certain way. And
yeah.
then all their children, I don't know what the hell wrong with
And, and, and,
them.
and listen, I have plenty of boomer and silent generation aunts and uncles. Their older generation X kids, all of them are fucked up. All
Yeah,
of them are fucked up.
some is
All of
up
them.
with Gen X, older
I
Gen
mean,
X. After
I
Gen
mean,
X is closer to my age. No, not the younger Gen X. Older Gen X. Something wrong with them.
yeah.
I don't know what I think. I don't know. I don't think they was raised properly.
I,
I think they
I would say,
parents.
I would say 1975 plus. I think the people over who was born maybe 76, but definitely 75 up. Most of those dudes are like the boomers that they claim they're complaining about. They're actually complaining about older Generation X. They're not complaining about boomers. There's no way
They
to
not.
complain about fucking boomers.
I think that the boomers did not properly raise their kids. That's what I
No,
think.
no,
I
no,
think
no,
they, I think they spoiled them and they and didn't instill those values that they had to get what they got in those children, and that's why they liked it. Cause
I
that's where
mean,
I started to see things change. Like my parents, my they cousins, none of them look like my great grandparents or my grandparents.
nah,
And those
it's
people
like
figure out what
like
the hell wrong with them.
like like my aunts and uncles. It's like maybe 1 out of 6, 1 out of 7, 1 out of 8. That's straight. That took the upbringing and the opportunities to heart and went somewhere with it. The rest of the motherfuckers ain't shit. That shit's crazy. It's just fucking crazy.
I
I
just
couldn't
think
believe
that
it.
boomers wasn't good parents.
I mean, like like my father could have failed in that position as well, but like the grandparents picked up the fucking slack, and they didn't play at all. Like they didn't play at all on no level.
Yeah, but they grandparents, they old. It's only so much that they can do at that age because they not supposed to be raising no children. So I think that a lot of it got to do with their parents not really being as hard on them as they probably should have been, or putting a standard on them as they probably should have had because they got all this newfound opportunity that they didn't have before. And I don't think they taught their children right. Because then there's something wrong with
Now I
their
can
ass.
tell you, like the people who I grew up around, like like the moment my dad had died and we moved back into the neighborhood and shit. That's when I seen the shit my grandparents were talking about. Like I didn't come up around that shit like that, like until my dad had died, and you have to live where you have to live. You go down from 2 incomes to one. You gotta live where you gotta live at. But still, everybody had the background tonight to like not end up in that shit. And then you go
Yeah,
to
they
like
had
bigger cities.
like my
Yeah, then you
daddy.
go. Yeah.
My grandmama was a very wealthy woman. Okay. She had money. And when it came to my daddy and his cousins and all of them, I'm like, what the hell wrong with y'all? And then when I would listen to the stories when they would get in trouble, my grandmama would just pay to get them out of trouble. They never
Oh
really had
no.
any
Oh
consequences
no.
for the things that they was doing. So when they became adults, they was just, you know, what however they turned out is how they turned out. And it's like this the woman that made me sit at the table and read the newspaper at the age 3 and 4. Okay, this this
Oh yeah.
this this woman right here is having me do. These are the people that introduced me to uh records and jazz music and things like that. And I'm like, you got me back here reading the encyclopedia, and this motherfucker over here smoking dope. What's happening? What? And then when I started to get the stories, I'm like, oh, y'all spoiled these kids, and that's why they like this. And it's
And
crazy because the Gen X was extremely hard because my mama was so strict with me. She was so strict on me. I don't even talk to her to this day because of this shit. And it's like you were harder on me than you should have been because you didn't want me to do the things that you was doing. But I don't have there. That is nowhere near my psyche to do. My mama was sitting on the back of the bus drinking gin and juice. Okay, good girl, what? Instead of going to school. I ain't never thought to do. Look, I ain't even think to skip class. You sitting on the back of the bus getting drunk.
no, I mean,
Look,
we stayed across the street from the school, man, and that shit was damn near impossible to fucking skip school. Cause them police will pick your ass up and take your ass to fucking school. They would they'll walk your ass in whatever class you're supposed to be in handcuffs and sit your motherfucking ass there and take the fucking handcuffs off. That's how they brought your ass back to school.
mm,
They catch your ass just
I
been in
don't
the neighborhood,
know.
like no problem. Come with us. We'll give you a ride back to school. Apparently you don't know where the school's at. Apparently it's during school hours. Yeah, but if you skip school, shit, you had to go hide out at somebody's house. But the police was looking
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't know
fucking
what
neighborhood.
is going on. It look like the older Gen X is where she get look crazy,
Yeah.
and like me as a millennial, I hear you know Gen X they be talking shit about us, but I'm like, we trying to rectify some of these stuff. Like, yeah, there was some of us that were teenage pregnancies. I was not one of them. Like I got friends that I had my last child when I was in my 30s. I got a couple of friends, they had their first child inside their 30s and they were married. So like while we do have some that may have, did some things that's not quite favorable, there's a lot of us that are trying to correct the stuff that we saw growing up. And
Oh,
I
no
don't think
doubt.
we get no credit for that. We get told, we just think we entitled. Now we looking at y'all trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with
Nah,
y'all. Because to watch, to watch the things that my grandparents and great grandparents had, and these are people that I actually met before they all passed away.
oh yeah.
But to see what they all accomplished, and then to get to the people that directly raised me, and all of that shit is gone. I'm like,
Hey,
what's wrong with y'all?
hey, look, hey, look. Like my older Gen X brothers lost the fucking house. Grandfather died, passed down to the oldest, uncle. He died. That dude fucked that house off in like four years. The fucking roof fell in on his ass because he wasn't taking care of the fucking house. He didn't care. Older
Yeah,
Gen X
it's
motherfucker,
so
and,
crazy.
and, and it's like I'm telling you, older Gen X is the motherfuckers who they need to be complaining about. I'm Gen X myself. Like the people who's plus 75, 76, they straight. But like them dudes who's on that old, like tolerating the presence of fuck niggas type shit, nah man, that shit is some older generation X shit.
Yeah, I don't know what when I think about it, I'm just on the outside looking in because I'm an '80s baby, so I don't know nothing that was going on prior to the '80s. But I'm like, okay, so these people live like this, these live like this, and it ain't just the people I'm in direct contact with. It is y'all's cousins and everybody around y'all and y'all friends act like this too. Some happen with y'all little generation, and I just think that they wasn't. I don't think they was properly reared. That's what I think.
And and they turned their improper rearment into a value system. They turned their lack of into a value system.
I remember talking to one lady. She said, "You know what? I think you're right because the only thing they told us was get an education and get a job."
Yeah,
And she
shit.
said we was just left out. That's all we was told. And I was like, it shows because it's crazy. If I wanted to go out to a club right now, which I wouldn't because I'm still raising children, that would be crazy. But if I did, it's somebody grandma in there next to me. That's weird. That is strange.
Nah, that's a lot of them old people who's still out there.
I can
Still
understand
out there.
that in the country because in the country, it's the country. Everybody goes to the same building because it ain't too much stuff out there. But in the city, I shouldn't be in the same club with somebody grandma. Like that's crazy. But that's normal now. These
Oh
grandparents
no,
don't
it is.
even they don't even keep their grandbabies. I ain't dropping no grandbaby out over there at no grandma house.
It might
Ain't no
it might be
grandma.
different. It's different nowadays because a somebody who's a grandparent can be in their 40s, in their 30s.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Cause I do got a friend. She younger than me.
37-year-old grandmama. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I
Yeah,
seen it, and I seen it with the daughter in the club, the grandmother and the daughter. So it just left me thinking who was watching the baby.
yeah, I got a friend. She in her late 30s, and her son is in his early 20s. So if he was to have a baby, she'll be a grandma. And I just think it's weird because she's younger than I am, and her children grown, and I'm still in the thick of raising mine. I'm like, what? But I have to remember, like, it was a bunch of teenage pregnancy going on when I was coming up.
Yeah, but you got to watch them documentaries though, so that we can see how crazy and dumb the motherfucking style is then. Then they had fucking kids.
I mean, you ain't got to have no education to have no kids now.
No. What I'm saying is like the dumb shit that the kids went through. You can see that the parents
Yeah,
was gonna put them dudes through that shit based on what they were talking about while they was pregnant. They didn't
yeah.
give a fuck then. And you had a bunch of these dudes who didn't give a shit either, who just wanted that access no matter what happened. You know, and everybody got game, but ain't nobody talking about the outcomes of that game created family. Ain't nobody talking about that shit.
Well, without education, you pretty much only have your primal instincts to go off of, and
That's what I'm
what they
saying.
what they know best is reproducing and practicing, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So if that's what you're passing down, how much value of a value system are you actually inheriting?
None, but you're still supposed to reach some age of reason where you get to question a lot of this shit too. And I think that's the part that was just missing. They just dove head first and just like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I come from, and they ain't gonna try to be better type shit.
Right, right. When nothing inspires you, you only look to your left and your right. You never look up.
Listen, man, shit. I didn't get inspired until I was in the second year of ninth grade. Even though I graduated on time. Dude, I didn't see no way for me out of that shit until the motherfucking coaches got a hold of my motherfucking ass because, they didn't know I failed the ninth grade until they seen me like in a homeroom class. I'm like, you failed the ninth grade? Not on my watch. Hell no. Get your ass out here.
Right, right. You did come from a nice structured background. I did
Oh,
too.
yeah.
But that social influence was strong because you don't see anybody else making the necessary steps in the right direction. You see people just lingering. And you got to be a strong-minded person to live in that environment and not succumb to those pressures, those social pressures. But then the way your family structure set up, they're not going to let you do it anyway, even though you tend to
No,
go that route.
no, I mean, you had to go off from the community. You had to go really a ways out to be on that bullshit. Because we had the bacon ass whooping in our fucking neighborhood. Like, if they caught you fucking up, they'll tell my grandmother go bake a nice cake. They'll tell you go drop off the cake. By the time you come home, you go get your motherfucking ass.
Yeah, that's what I got too. I got that growing up. I'm like Queen. I'm an '80s baby. I know that the
No, I
Gen
mean,
X.
I was born in '78, so technically, shit, my coming up was in the '80s too.
Yeah, we all close. We all close in age. You only got me by a few years, but yeah, I mean, nowadays there's no excuse for failure when you got a computer in your
Hell
pocket.
no. Hell no. Dude, I'm not even trying to listen to this
Well,
shit, talk about this shit.
you know what? They don't know how to use a computer or the internet aside
Yeah,
from getting
technology, yeah.
a
Yeah.
fucking app. I sent somebody a website and they didn't know what the fuck to do once they got there. Even
Right.
for my business, sometimes I have to really get on the phone and walk these people how to utilize the website. And I'm like, what the hell do you do? They use an app. And
Yeah,
that's
like the
it.
technological illiteracy is pretty high. I mean, it's higher than it is in a lot of places. I think a lot of these people can be brought up to speed. It's just that, like, the people who I help, like, get their shit together, they gone from that family. They gone from that fucking environment. They're not trying to hear from no failed motherfuckers. Like, once they got real money in their pocket, real money, then they coming from some bullshit. Like, listen, them dudes are off to the races. They ain't trying to fuck that shit at all. You know, there are a few that, you know, get nested on by old hoes or whatever because that's what they want to do. But like most of them dudes, nah, man. Once they got that straight, fresh start, no kids, most of them dudes ain't trying to fuck that up. But they don't see that shit until they're there. Because there's so many, like dude said, there's so many social influences that make you not want to do shit with your fucking
Right.
life.
Right. And usually what you're dealing with a lot of times in that situation is people who consume a lot of garbage and they
Yeah.
put out a lot of garbage in, garbage out. And if they can't break from that cycle, you're dealing with somebody who can't fathom, somebody who can't even
No.
fathom, you know, doing anything different. And you can only help people when they're willing to change or seek a different path.
Yeah, man. Like,
So you got to wait on them to want it.
and that's why I want to put the information out there, so they can't say it wasn't no counter argument to just hanging out for 55 hours on the weekend online. Now there was other places where you could be. They just chose not to. Because
Yeah,
you know,
me and you, we have the same type of philosophy. I may not agree with you at all politically, but we have the same kind of philosophy. Whereas if you can't break what's going on around you, remove yourself from what's around you. If
there's
you're
no way you're gonna be able to handle real money. No way you can handle responsibility. There's no way.
migrate out.
No way you're gonna be able to handle it. And a lot of people understand. You got to understand, man. You got to leave this area. You got to go find you some other shit. You have to.
Or you can just read a book.
Right. It's really not difficult. It's really not.
Yeah, but that technological illiteracy, and then staying technological illiterate as an actual value system, that's some straight up whole shit. I fucking can't stand that shit. Like it's you know, they proud to not know shit. They proud to not want to do shit. They proud to just look at entertainment and support dumb motherfuckers on like they proud of that shit. They proud there ain't no fucking progress that's gonna happen. Like, they proud of that shit.
I mean, if you can be the big fish in a small pond, then that's a accomplishment for some folks.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of people
I
that
heard
don't
it
leave
put.
and they still get it. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, D.
No, I heard somebody put it like this. Would you want to be the man in your environment, or be the man in the hood, or be a nobody and more successful outside of it? I think that's
You,
how he put it.
for me, it's a
Be a
clear answer.
successful nobody. Yeah, be a man in the hood, or be a successful nobody outside of it.
Successful nobody all the way.
Yeah, me too. That's actually the
All
path I
the
chose.
way.
I consider my results successful. It could be better. I'm working on that.
You can choose
But
that
damn sure
popularity
don't.
hood shit. You can choose it right now if you want to. I'm not choosing that shit.
No, no. I'll leave that behind. I think once you reach a certain level of mental maturity, that's got to be beneath you. It's got to be behind you. Just keep moving forward, man.
You would think so, bro.
Create your
A
own
lot of these
community
people.
type stuff. You know, like you could get yourself some land anywhere, and everything that you have in your home, leave your doors unlocked. Leave and come back, and guess what? It might still be there, more than likely. But if you put it out here, like you're bringing in all the nice stuff, now, I'm just saying. I just like
Listen, man. Like once I
my
move to
peace
like
of
an
mind.
actual
I don't want to have
community,
to worry about it.
like Deacon, man. Once I move to an actual community, like an actual fucking community, that gave a fuck about outcomes, dude, there was nothing like it, man. I did not want to not have that protection. It was just like being in the military again. Everybody gave a fuck about outcomes. And the people who didn't were socially isolated, and they was over there. But the people who wanted good outcomes, like, I don't have no fucking kids. Do I pay for kids to be mentored and fucking tutored? Yes. Why? I want the motherfuckers breaking in my shit. Fuck out of here. Of course I pay $20 a month. So somebody could teach these motherfuckers some shit. Of course I would. At the end of the day, no problem. Nobody's getting left behind around here.
Hey, peace. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Oh, what's going on?
Yes, we can hear you.
Not much, man. Just came up here to enjoy the discussion. What's going on? What's the topic?
What's up, Mike? I think we just shooting the shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just talk about upbringing and actual outcomes at this point. How much of a choice it is to remain in these bad circumstances and use these online avatars as an excuse to stay behind, man. Like, nah, man, you donating to somebody else's lifestyle, man. You know, you ain't got no lifestyle of your own. You have no identity of your own. So watching this type of hood avatar make it, it's like you making it. It's like, nah, man, it's some weak stuff, man. Real weak.
Yeah, I mean, it was only about 5 or 6 years ago they were bragging about stimmy checks. Now they out here getting stimmy stickers in YouTube, man. So stimmy checks. But nah,
you want to know why?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
You want to know why? Because they didn't have to do shit to get those stimulus checks. That's why. They sat around, they didn't do shit, they got the stimulus money, and they didn't really have to do anything to get it. And that's the type of ideal society that they want to live in. Everything has to go bad. They're not going to solve anything. And then all of a sudden they get compensated. It's like, man, I'm not trying to sit around for some $1,500 check so that way the whole economy can go bad every couple of years. I ain't trying to live around there like that.
Nah, man, instead of democratic socialists, they couch socialists.
Couch socialists.
Don't vote, but want everything handed to them.
But I think that situation is kind of solved based on where they at, though. Because it's not like people are trying to gather these dudes up and put them on their team. They joined the team online of people who's already not going anywhere, right? So they already kind of like self-domesticated into like a worse condition that's already with their value system. And they don't have to go anywhere because they already at their destination already.
Yeah, I don't know. You can. This is gonna sound pretty hypocritical of me. I mean, sometimes I do come online to be entertained by this shit because I'm from the Let It Burn community, and I don't know if that's a bad thing just to be a number in the crowd. So that's why I feel guilty about this conversation. Like when you come up MOT, you kind of sound like the uncle is gonna hit me with the hardcore truth. And then I have to like do a self eval, and I think that's a skill within itself that you could just take a time out without taking things personal and say, hey man, what he's saying might apply to you in some sense, and if that's the case, that's fine. But I do find this space pretty entertaining.
I mean, dude, this is the greatest social experiment that has ever been conducted without knowing that they are conducting it.
Right. It does seem like a nice controlled environment where you get to see how the rats react to cheese and a little bit of buns. Whatever you put in there, we can just see what the reaction is. So that way we can baseline it. We'll make the potion a little bit more potent next time.
No, rather than Mouse Utopia, this right here is Maggle Utopia.
Yeah, Maggleville, yeah.
You know what's interesting about that MOT is that no one really knew what black men's political views were until this guy got
not at all. Not at all.
No one knew that black men did not really participate in politics like that, or even vote for that matter. And the lack of understanding of civics and government and just political literacy No one really knew until this guy got into office. When Obama came in, everybody just voted. You know, you didn't really speak out like that, but you know, you didn't hear anybody like, you know, trying to advocate for McCain. Like, which black man was trying to advocate for John McCain?
No, nobody.
Nah, man.
Yeah, but like Mike, I assumed that everybody was paying attention to what was happening in their local environment. Mm-hmm. I just assumed that shit was going on. Apparently, just the black women was doing that shit, and the men was just Jesus. I have no idea. I thought like the Mississippi mentality was just down there because it's just down there. You know, ain't shit gonna happen. You're outnumbered by like population by like a long shot. I don't know. These people just didn't give a shit whatsoever at all. Everywhere, like I had no idea about that shit.
Nah, man. When I went down south before the pandemic and started seeing black men with Confederate flight jackets and racing jackets and stuff like that, I was just like, this is
no. Like you see that a lot in Mississippi, actually. You see that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, big belt buckles, you know, looking like WWF or something like that. It's just really strange.
Oh, no, it's new to you. It's not.
I was just speaking to El Nixon. That's all.
Okay.
Somebody said it was new to somebody.
Yeah, it's new to you. Like I listen to Stanley a lot, and I think he makes this great point. There's no such thing as like one black community. It's a bunch of black communities, and I don't expect any of them to be identical or like we always say, it's not a monolith, but we got certain parts of the world where you see their culture, you know, certain aspects of their culture, and you question it. It's like, okay, so I guess that's what they do down there, and that might just be what it is. Like there is black men that wear cowboy boots, they ride horses, like there's all different kinds of factions of people, like so it's a bunch of communities, and it makes up a race of people.
Yeah, but you didn't have, at least from my recollection and on history, I don't remember anybody in the 1960s saying, you know, we should go back to Jim Crow. Like, where did that come from?
Well, see, that's also what you define it as. If you see that as likening to Jim Crow, and others don't, like I said, you're not going to have everybody's not going to agree on the same thing. You can't get a room full of people to agree on a pizza. I mean, it just doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying, who was against Martin Luther King?
Mississippi, a lot of people. According to my grandfather, a lot of people were against the opening of mouths and trying to change things in society, because a lot of people had their little bit and they didn't want any more. They didn't want to risk anything. That was 33% of the people.
Sorry about that, y'all. Had to shout out the super set.
Yo, shout out to L Nix. What's happening? Nah, but no community. All right, so I don't think all white people are the same. Like you can't assume that.
Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, where are the white people speaking out against these anti-DEI, movement speakers, in the Trump administration, right? Where are those people at?
I don't even know if they get down like that. Actually, we do have like the spirit of being activists and feeling like everybody's against us, right? Is that necessarily true?
Mm-hmm. No, I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, to your point, you don't think that all white people are the same. I'm not saying that they are, but where are the white people who care about the civil rights of black people? Where's that at? Where's the people who care about the voting rights of black people? being stripped away. I don't really see those people actually openly speaking up in public. I don't really see that. I don't see it
definitely ain't in the South.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much okay, you know, with black people not voting. If you leave it up to them.
I mean, have you asked a good amount of them that? I mean, I'm one of those people, like, you got to show me how do you figure that nobody cares?
Well, lack of action. That's
so
why.
it would take action for you to see that people care.
Yeah, I mean, think about where's the you know, the Tea Party of the people who are not the same as those other white people, right? You know, I'm talking about people who care about the civil rights and the constitutional rights of black people. Look at Philando Castile. All these constitutionalists, you know, who swore up and down that, you know, government was coming to take their guns and things like that. When a black man's gun was being taken away from him, all those constitutionalists just went silent. So were they for the Constitution, or was it only for a select amount of people? In fact, Dr. Carol Anderson wrote a whole book on this after Philando Castile was killed. I think it's called The Second Amendment or something like that. And you don't really see those quote unquote white people speaking out. They don't really have that. At least I haven't seen it online or in person. I don't see anybody speaking out against that. Now, there was a big fear that Obama was going to come take their guns, and there was a whole movement around that. But there was no movement, you know, in terms of protecting black people's right to bear arms too.
So do we want white people to speak on black issues, or do we not? I hear both sides of that.
I think white people should speak about the Constitution being equal for everyone, not necessarily for a select few.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. I'm listening. I'm here to learn. All
right. So what I thought was going to be like a major thing, I forgot to say the second dude that got shot in Minnesota. But I thought when that dude got his gun taken away from him and he got shot right afterward, dude, I thought that was going to be a major.
Oh, you're talking about the one that got shot on the couch, sleeping?
No. The guy who was out there, they took his gun away from him and they shot him in the back of the head.
Oh, you're talking about the nurse,
yes.
Yep.
What happened? Y'all went silent?
I thought we were having a moment of silence.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm still here. Y'all still there?
Yeah, I think you were referring to Alex Preddy.
Yeah, Preddy. Yeah, I almost said Penny, dude from New York, but I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, but dude, I thought there was going to be a major fire point to where conservatives would have stood up, and it was like, nah, man. It turns out you have to be there for their issue for them to care, and if it's not there for that issue, they don't really give a damn, man. So I don't, bro.
He had all the hallmarks of what they considered to be a true American, right? He was a military.
Yeah.
He served his country. He was an actual registered nurse. He worked for the VA, and he was a registered gun owner. And he was standing up to government tyranny.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
All that.
Well, hold on. You're saying that you were expecting an uprising from white folks?
No.
Or the conservative.
No. Like the conservatives take shit seriously that are not serious, but something that's obviously happened from an obvious administration that is ran by them. House, Senate, presidency, Supreme Court. There really wasn't that much pushback from people on that side about what happened because they took his gun away and they blew his ass away thereafter. Now, they kept claiming that the left was going to do this. It turned out it was a pretty right-wing government. that invaded the area when they didn't need to be there. When there wasn't no ICE or Border Patrol in El Paso, Texas. Because I was there that week and I didn't see none. But they were all in Minnesota. So when that dude got shot, I was like, damn.
What happened to the shooter? They put him on administrative leave. Did they go through the proper protocol or no?
No, they didn't. They didn't even investigate it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think they said that they wasn't going to charge him. Yeah.
Well, right now, but like as soon as the dude's out of office, yeah, he's gonna get charged quick, fast, in a hurry, like a motherfucker. But that's why you have to redo a whole bunch of laws after this administration is over with. Like you can't hold up like disaster funding for states just because you can type shit. You know, a lot of things need to change because you see now what happens when one person can stop a whole bunch of things from happening. Like all these rural hospitals are about to close. No one signed up for their rural hospital to be closed. I can guarantee you.
And 14th
But
Amendment be damned.
yeah, yeah, that. How did he even get to run to even be president when he incited an actual insurrection? Come on, man. There was a trial in Colorado. There was a trial where he had an attorney, and they found him guilty. And the whole Supreme Court like, oh, you can't affect other states. I'm like, man, what is going on, bro? What is going on?
Yeah, that's why they took him off the ballot up there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, because it was part of the Constitution to take him off the ballot. If you cite an insurrection, you can't be running for president. Like they came up with that after the Civil War. And we had the exact situation, and people were like, no, well, you can't affect other states. Like, man, what is happening?
Yeah, I know that there is going to be no shortage of these type of bookmarks where things don't seem consistent on one side of the aisle. It also doubles on the other side. I don't personally journal all these issues or situations that happen, but one thing I do know is that the Democratic Socialists are not going to be a good look for that side of the aisle.
It is. Because no. Go ahead, Deacon David. I'll tell you why it is, but you tell me why it's not, and I'll tell you why it is a good thing.
I just don't think it is. That's just my own personal opinion. I don't even want to back it up with nothing because it probably sounds silly to you. So go ahead.
That's cool. See, we have democratic socialism right now. It's just happened for corporations over people. People don't see that. We have corporate socialism where the corporations gets all the breaks and nobody really cares about the people and all that kind of stuff. People are okay with corporate socialism. They've been socialized out of thinking that things should happen, like the government should work for the actual people. Like there's a difference between Mississippi and California, Mississippi and I don't know, West Virginia. There's a difference between Mississippi, West Virginia, Indiana, and functional states like along the coast. Oregon, Washington, or Maine, New York, New Jersey. Because if you don't do social infrastructure and investment, your people can't get better. It just can't.
That's a good point, Emilton. And no one seems to have a problem with, the big oil companies, being subsidized, to drill, baby, drill.
Yeah.
At the expense of their very constituents.
They drilling on public land. The only thing they have is equipment.
Yep.
They take the collective natural resources of the area out of the ground and then they sell it on the open market. I can't think of anything else more socialist than that. But people are okay with it.
And the same people won't choose a side. They'd rather be in the middle, attack the left, advocate for the right, claim they don't choose sides.
No, I mean, but they want to run Republican interference. They just don't want to defend the history of the Republican Party. That's all that is. And look, I can understand that because it is pretty indefensible. So I do get them on that. But at the end of the day, um, there's no excuse in not knowing what's going on. Like, there's no way you can sit around, look at what's happening, and call yourself a libertarian. Like,
may I revisit a point that you guys brought up just a little while ago, dealing with the shooting of Alex Preddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, before I say what I'm going to say, I like to preface what I'm going to say by saying I'm a Second Amendment absolutist. I believe the ordinary law-abiding citizen who's not a prohibited possessor should be allowed to own an assault rifle and all the accoutrements of the standard infantryman of the day, because it's all about a well-regulated militia, which in the meaning of the 18th century was well-organized and disciplined. So I'm an absolutist. Make no mistake about it. But when you're talking about specifics of Alex Preddy, there are circumstances that even though it was a bad shooting, it was not criminal. And let me explain to you why.
What?
I was a police firearms instructor. That was my job for 15 years. I went to FBI Academy to get trained, Illinois State Police Academy, the whole shot. I studied hundreds of police shootings and incorporated it into my lesson plans and syllabus for instructing officers. And I studied this case thoroughly. It was a clusterfuck, excuse my language. That's what it actually was. Here's what happened. They didn't know the man was armed until they got in a struggle with him and were trying to place him under arrest. They saw his shirt come up, and an officer saw the gun, and he yelled, "Gun." Now remember, I've been in a lot of arrests where there's a fight. It's hand to hand. You got people up there. You can't, even though you're right on top of somebody, you can't see what another guy sees. You got to pretty much accept his word if it's coming from another officer. One officer says gun. Another officer, seeing the gun, picks it up, takes it out of his holster. Now, this guy's got it out of the holster. I believe it was a SIG P320, which has a notorious habit of accidentally discharging. He stepped away from the melee with the gun in his hand. He asked whether the gun was mechanically defective or he was simply negligent in his handling of the gun. He caused it to discharge. It discharged. A round went off. This was right after someone else had yelled gun. So the thinking of the officer there was the guy had got to his gun, attempted to pull it out, and shot it and didn't hit anybody yet. So he lit up the guy thinking he was the one that had let off the shot when it was actually one of the fellow officers. That's why there were no criminal charges.
Okay. Having you said that.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, I want you to understand that. There's a great deal of difference between, like when the woman cop who pulled a gun out of a guy, she was arrested in holster, and then she shot him. She wanted to get her taser, and she shot him with a gun. That's a whole different category,
situation.
whole different
category
than the other one.
Okay.
So I mean, all of these premises I'm hearing are as though in each and every individual case there are not a specific set of circumstances that determine what it is, either legally or morally. You know, a man had a right to have a gun. He got shot. This proves that people are being tyrannical and want to take away his right to bear arms. No, that wasn't the case there. Now, you can make a lot of beefs about the way ICE is conducting operations in Minnesota, and I get it because look, their government. One thing about government I know from my experiences with government is it screws up regularly, and that would include operations in Minnesota. But look, you don't have to characterize it other than what it was or is. That's why I favor giving the minimum amount of power to the government other than what they're constitutionally mandated to do and what is necessary to ensure civil order and regularity. That's it. Don't give them no more power than they have to have. That way they got less to screw up.
You know what, sir? This is a historic occasion. I have been waiting 12 years online to meet somebody like you. You want to know why? Because I am also law enforcement, military trained, and that was a criminal act, and that person would go to jail, and every single person there would go to jail. I don't know where you were trained at. That is criminal activity. what happened there. I don't care where you was trained at. You are 100% wrong. It is not even up to anything that is different there. That clusterfuck, wrong. Military, when they use clusterfuck, criminal activity. It's either that guy deserves to be dead or not deserves to be dead. Where the hell you get off with your police training?
I think your attitude is indicative of someone who wishes to achieve a result rather than analyzing the facts and applying it to the law.
I did analyze it.
No,
I did analyze it.
No matter
that
what,
guy's dead. That guy's dead, isn't he?
You just said no
He's
matter
dead, right?
what, you go to jail. I just heard you say it. That's not
Yes.
true, and you know it.
If you shoot somebody when they don't deserve to be shot, if you are a trained professional, it
doesn't go true in the
it
civilian
does
world
matter.
anymore.
It does matter.
In the police world.
Listen, man. If you are a trained professional and if you use your training illegally and somebody ends up damaged or harmed, you go to jail. Period. And let nobody off the hook for nothing. None of that.
So you're a law enforcement officer. Do you know what the term mens rea means?
Dude,
intent.
That's criminal activity.
What is in your mind when you take an act?
That's criminal activity.
If you actually believe that the person that you shoot had shot and endangered fellow officers, if that was
and
the
it didn't
belief
happen.
in your mind,
it didn't happen though.
Then you are certainly not guilty of murder.
Yeah. Police manslaughter needs to be a special charge with life in prison without the possibility of parole.
So
it needs to be a special charge. A special charge.
Particular circumstances fit given the totality of the
Yes. They're trained professionals. They're at work. They took the gun away from the guy and they end up shooting him and he died. Everybody there goes to prison.
All right, let me ask you a question. Do you agree with the basic facts I gave as to his disarming?
No, I don't agree with the basic facts that you gave.
Tell me what you think occurred. Let me hear your side of it.
What occurred was there was a person who got his gun taken away, and after his gun taken away, he was shot.
And they knew this. That's why they shot him.
I don't care what they thought. They are responsible for what happens there, sir. They're responsible for what happens there.
So
I don't want people to have power without responsibility. I don't want people to have power without responsibility.
Now, wait a minute. Do you believe that the person who shot him knew the gun had been taken from him and he didn't fire the shot? You believe that?
I don't give a shit. You shot that guy in the back, not from the front. You shot him. You go to jail. You go to prison. There's nothing to talk about here. There's nothing to discuss.
What the charges have been?
The charges should have been manslaughter.
Okay.
Maximum time because you are a police officer. When I was in the military, you got max time. Anything you did that was against the law, you got max time.
All right.
No police unions, no none of that stuff. You got max time. And here's what we need in this country. Any person who comes out with so-called police training and look at that singular situation and say that that's not criminal activity, we have to charge you. We have to charge you.
You want to put me in jail for an opinion?
Yes. I do. Yes, I do. I want to kick you off the planet for your opinion. Yes, I do.
In the Soviet Union.
That's that. I'm telling you. I want you to go to jail for your opinion. If you're wrong,
you want to put me in jail.
That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy is dead because of your opinion. Your wrong opinion.
Take me to jail then.
Okay, you're wrong.
You're wrong, sir. Wrong is wrong can be.
That guy is dead.
That's why we got a First Amendment in the United States.
No, First Amendment comes with responsibility. It's not absolute.
And you want to put me in jail for an opinion?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
God Almighty.
Especially when you're wrong.
Sir, I know where your mind is now. I don't
give a damn about your police training. You say something wrong like that, I want you locked up.
I done seen your whole
I want you locked up for what you think.
I know who you are. Like the area.
What I'm saying is, if that person was shot in that situation and you come out here on some Brandon Tatum shit, I want you locked up. Yes, I do. I want you to be in jail right alongside the guy who shot him. Yes, sir. I want your ass
All
in
right.
jail.
Well, we
You
got
should be
that clear,
afraid to speak.
and we know what the battle lines need to be. I'm glad you revealed yourself.
No. Hell no. You got to go to jail, partner. Fuck out of here. That dude's dead.
Get it on.
Oh, okay. I got a better question for you. Would you be okay with your son being shot in that situation?
Man, of course. What kind of idiotic questions? Of course not. But I would understand it if I knew.
That's why you need to go to jail. That's why you need to go to jail. Because you can understand it.
You
Because here's the thing, son.
You gotta make sure I ain't ready for you when you come.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is why you need to be in prison forever.
You gotta make sure I'm ready.
Okay. Let me. Allow me to speak, and then you can respond. Allow me to speak, and then you can respond. You just said yourself that you, sir. Yes, I want you to still go to jail for it, and let me explain why, and then you can respond. You just said yourself that you understood that you did not want your son to go through it, but you would allow somebody else's son to go through it. That's why your ass needs to be in jail forever.
The law is not determined by individual skills.
That. You gotta
the law is determined
you gotta
by acts of legislature. The legislator defines the parameters of the law and the elements of the offense. And the people who meet those parameters are subject to prosecution and conviction. I don't know what the hell country you want to live in, but I damn sure don't want to live in one you would like to create.
Sir, you just said that you don't want your son to go through it. You just said you don't want your son to go through it.
Go live in Wakanda.
Okay, so where do we get the equal protection of the law at? If you don't want your son to be dead, but you want somebody else's son to be dead and want to hide behind bullshit law enforcement training. I'm law enforcement trained just like you are. Why is it?
Amendment from the
First Amendment doesn't come.
Bill of Rights.
It doesn't come without response. It doesn't come without.
That's your opinion.
It's not an absolutist thing, sir.
Get out of here! I don't want to hear this.
I know you don't want to hear it.
This is utter madness. I never heard anybody say anything like that before.
I know, because I'm military trained, and all these people, when they do something wrong, it's criminal. I don't give a damn about these local yokels who just let the police get away with shit. When you say some stupid shit, you gotta go to prison. I'm sorry, you gotta go to jail. You are aiding and abetting
wars. I've been in 3 wars. I was in Vietnam. I was in the first Gulf War, and I was in Operation Iraqi Freedom.
I don't care about that.
I was a tank commander,
this situation makes no sense.
And a military policeman. And I'm telling you, you, sir, make no sense whatsoever.
Dude, you said that you was a private police person. I'm the military police officer here.
I was 4 years on active duty.
Come
on, the remainder, 20 years in the National Guard. My unit got activated for the first Gulf War and Operation Iraqi Freedom. That ain't got shit to do with this circumstance. That ain't got shit to do with this circumstance. At the end of the day, you said, how many have you been in? Dude, look, I think you're dumb as fuck for going to them goddamn wars. You're a fucking maniac. You're a
genocidal maniac. I'm also military just like you. I think you're dumb as fuck for bragging for going to war.
Maniac,
you're fucking lunatic.
And a nihilist.
Listen, man. Listen. At the end of the day, you said that you did not want your son dead, but you are okay for somebody else's son to be dead.
Altogether,
sir, you're the one who let reason
in you.
Listen, I'm not the one screaming here.
Yeah, well, you need to be screaming.
No, sir. I'm 100% right. You said that you did not want your son to die.
And
but you're okay with somebody else's son dying.
That's the end of it. I get to twist the law to my personal grief.
Sir, at the end of the day, this guy should either be alive or dead.
I just don't want to live in the country that you govern. Ever.
Yeah, I want you to be held responsible for everything that comes out of your fucking mouth.
Yeah, I am. You better believe I am. I can explain it thoroughly.
No. You want to have your opinion, but you want this dude to be dead. But you want your son to be alive in the same circumstance. That's not equal protection under the law, sir. That is not equal protection under the law.
About what I said.
Not equal protection.
Why are you doing this? I'll tell you what. Why don't we both shut up and let the other people have a say for a minute? They can either agree with you or agree with me, or neither of us. I want to hear what they have to say.
Nah, dude, you're just wrong, bro. That's all.
All right, we've already established to believe that. Why don't we let somebody else say something instead of us just dominating everything?
Yeah, man, that whole I got police training bullshit, that shit don't work for me, partner.
You really are on a power trip.
Hell no, that shit don't work for me.
Let somebody else speak.
I couldn't wait for one of you. I've been police trained. I not support bullshit to be online with me, man. I've been waiting on this shit.
You guys want to say anything?
Man, fuck out of here. You want your son to be alive under the same circumstances, but okay for Freddie to be dead. Man, fuck out of here.
He's a narcissist. He's pathological. He's genocidal. He's murderous. He's arbitrary. And he's tyrannical. What do you think about what I just said about him?
Hey, man. This is about Freddie being dead or alive, and this is about your son being dead or alive in the same circumstance.
There's nothing else to argue, is there?
I know you keep trying to change the circumstance, sir, but I need to bring it back to reality.
I swear, one thing about
the circumstance is about
progressives, they will literally invert what they say and project it back onto you. Classical Saul Alinsky bullshit.
Sir, this is what you just did to me. I will explain how you just did exactly what you just said. You said it is okay for Daniel Preddy to be for Preddy to be dead, but it would be okay for your son to be alive in the same circumstance.
I said it was a bad shooting. Did you hear me? Did not hear me when I said that?
I said it was criminal.
I said it was.
And then you go to prison.
I said it was a bad.
You use your training. If you use your training in a way that is unapproved, and if you don't check your shots before you fire, you go to prison. And if you were in the military, like you claimed you were, you know damn well you're going to jail over that shit.
Discipline them, fire them. It's not
no. You send their ass to prison and you fire them.
All right, whatever.
No. You are the totalitarian person who wants this person to just be punished, slap on the wrist, and not go to jail.
It didn't happen, so what are you going to do about it?
At the end of the day, they all need to go to prison. Period.
Okay, well, I don't agree. And millions of others don't agree with you either.
Yeah, well, y'all are the tyrannical ones who want the government to use power without responsibility.
An opinion. You better check and look in the mirror, buddy boy.
No. I want you. No, sir. I want you to go to jail for your incorrect opinion.
Go to jail for my opinion about a public matter.
I know, because you want your son to be alive, and you want for this guy to be dead in the same circumstance.
What is going on?
Oh, no. Let him continue to fry himself. That's the reason why he's yelling and screaming.
It's that are utterly unfounded and ridiculous.
What is happening? I step away for 5 minutes.
No. Like we're talking about Queen, the Preddy situation, and Minnesota.
Yeah, and he said I have an opinion contrary to his. He said I should go to jail.
No. That's not the whole thing. That's not the whole thing. Allow me to explain it, sir. Like, listen, man, bro. You're gonna get your chance to talk. You're gonna get your chance to talk and be wrong.
And listen to what this is a man, by the way, who supports genocide with a smile. I rest my motherfucking case.
Yeah, I do.
Why are you screaming?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right. So let's go back to what this is.
No, let it happen, Queen.
It is absolutely outrageous.
It's not outrageous. You want your son to be alive in the same circumstance that Preddy is dead. That's wrong. Yes, you have to go to jail. It's the only way you're going to learn to not have this dumbass opinion.
You better make sure I don't have a heads up when you start coming to me to take me away, because you're going to be in trouble.
Sir, at the end of the day, it's pretty simple, equal protection under the law. And look, I was waiting on one of you so-called police-trained motherfuckers to say that police-trained shit in front of me. I want you to go to prison.
Police, and I'm going to put him in jail.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike, come on, man. MOT was in the military. You said you was. I did almost 3 years in military police out of my 22. And MOT not lying. I seen people reassigned or lost their badge just for pulling out a gun for playing with it. Like the military.
Pulling it out.
And I agree.
Pulling it out, you lost your weapon.
The military don't play that. And when I was temporary assigned, I'm like, damn, So pretty much, I damn near almost got to get shot before I pull out my weapon. Yeah, you better make sure before you pull out your weapon. So stop gaslighting, man. It's a whole.
I'm not going. I'm giving my personal experience. This isn't
Hey, Mike, hold on, Mike, hold on, Mike, hold on, Mike.
Experience, bro.
Mike, Mike, you know what the ladder, you know what the triangle of force is, right?
Do you know what that kind of company is? A TONE 19-97.
Man, what is going on, dude? What is happening here, man?
Wait a minute, will you answer my question? Do you know what kind of military police company that is? TONE 19-97.
Dude, I was part of the 568. What are you talking about?
Company. Operations, I was a sergeant first class in that unit. I know everything you're speaking of. I know the uniform code, military, and the manual for court martial backwards and forwards.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Why are you arguing with me? Why are you arguing with me then?
Hey, Mike, let me ask you one question, Mike. Did they have, I ain't going to say did they have. I know in the military, you have what is called the ladder of force. And in civilian, it's called the triangle. It's called the triangle of force. It's the same damn thing, bro. The use of deadly force has to be justified. What are we doing, man?
I'm serious. Like, what's happening here?
Let's go back to the Petty case and deal with the specifics of that case, since that's what we are speaking of.
The dude did not deserve or need to be shot in that specific situation.
Is lay out the sequence of events in that shooting as you understand them, and let's see if it meets what you say or not.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. I got a job, but MOT, you got it, bro. You on it, man. Right. You on him.
Yeah. All right. So now that we had another military police person say that I was true and correct, but somehow the military that you was in, but somehow the military that you were in doesn't check people on pulling out weapons and shit.
I never said that. You keep saying shit I didn't say. How can I have an honest conversation with you when you keep making shit up? I can't. I'm not going to even try if you keep making shit up. I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. That's what you want anyway. That's what you have the whole thing to yourself and be unchallenged. Because you're a liar and you're
leaving is better than answering for the bullshit that you was on. I can tell you that.
Any of those things.
All right, man. So back to the Pretty situation.
Why don't you dig me on what I actually said?
To the Pretty situation.
Since what I said is so bad, why don't you just dig me
to the
Pretty
situation, sir? Back to the Pretty situation.
That's what I mean about leftists.
Back to the Pretty situation.
And they lie and they lie.
Back to the Pretty situation, sir.
Now stick with the facts.
Okay. The fact is, Pretty shouldn't be dead.
Oh shit.
The fact is.
Okay, whatever.
Yes, that's the overall fact here. Pretty didn't need to die.
I agree. Now what's next?
Also a fact is.
I disagreed with you. Did you hear me? You said he didn't need to die. You're right. Now what's next?
All those people should go to prison.
No, you're wrong.
Part of that.
You're wrong.
They should.
You're wrong.
Okay, so I have another question for you. We're going to talk to an alternate case, but it is going to be along the same lines. The people who watch Derek Chauvin have his foot on the neck, knee on the neck.
No, he didn't.
George, what the fuck? We saw 9 minutes of that.
I saw all the camera angles from all the body.
So you telling me that George Floyd didn't have Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck, bro?
It came out in the trial.
It didn't come out in the trial. We saw the actual 9 minutes of his knee being on the neck in the trial. Holy shit. This dude right here. What is going on here? What is going on, bro? What is happening here?
Do you want to listen to me?
What is going on?
What
is going on?
I'm speaking of the body cam. You don't even want to know, do you?
Sir? The actual 9 minutes and 45 seconds of Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck that was verified by the actual pulmonologist. Yes, it was.
On his neck.
Okay, I guess. Okay, so again, we all saw this during the trial. If you was watching the same trial that I was watching,
I was too. I even recorded
all of those.
I even recorded it. If I can introduce it on this platform, if you got a way to do it, I will show you the video.
Sir.
From the trial, sir. I got better evidence than you do.
No. I'm citing the evidence, and you say you recorded it. I'm citing what's on the recording, and you say it didn't happen.
I bring up a matter of fact.
Man, what is going on, bro?
He just says it's not true, and I'm prepared to introduce it. This is what's wrong with the left and radicals. They care not for the truth and fact. Not one whit. Only their agenda and their ultimate objective of power. Now, there was a technique taught in the Minneapolis Police Department that was on their website that they took down right after this shit started. It's called the maximal restraint technique. It was taught to not only Derek Chauvin, it was taught to the deputy police chief who got up on the stand and perjured her little lying white ass when she got up there and said that she had never used it herself and they didn't use it. Now, let me tell you what happened. This is what happened. That technique.
That's not what happened.
Derek Chauvin was certified in that technique. The body cam.
That's not what happened.
See, this. I mean, you don't want to know. I'm trying to give you facts now that you can argue with after I
get it. Okay. And after this is over with, I'm going to correct you.
You want to keep believing.
No. Tell me about your facts, please. And let me know once you're done with your facts. Let me know once you're done with your facts. I just want you to let me know. Okay. Let me know when you're done with your facts about what happened.
I'm ready to continue. Now, one of the other officers' body cam in the same timestamp as Derek Chauvin when they were yelling at him to get off of George Floyd. Remember, all those body cams were timestamped. The one that caught the position of Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's back was timestamped and identically timestamped with the one that the officer who was behind him as who attempted to get George Floyd under control showed clearly that Derek Chauvin's left knee was on his shoulder blade, as was taught in the maximal restraint technique by the Minneapolis Police Department that both the police chief and the deputy police chief got up there and lied about. It's in the record. It's in the trial record. It's in the trial video.
Okay, so you're done now?
Yeah.
I can talk now?
See, didn't take long, did it?
Sir. The actual other angle, that they showed in court was the angle that they actually used. They showed his knee on his neck for 9 minutes and something seconds. That is what convicted him. That did. The actual.
How do they
sir, I let you talk. The actual police trainer from the actual unit came and said that the technique that Chauvin was using at the time was a banned technique. That's also in that so-called evidence that you have.
It wasn't banned.
It was banned during that stop, sir. It was banned during that stop.
Right. So my point is, it wasn't. He didn't have his knee on his neck. And how do they fake a punch in Hollywood? It's called perspective. The guy you're not actually hit with a Hollywood punch. The camera angle is set up so it looks like it, and they add a sound effect.
Sir, at the end of the day,
looking at that picture, you look the
actual
picture of
angle that they used was not from a police camera.
Was actually placed.
Sir, the knee was on the neck. Did you hear the pulmonologist say when the guy was passing out and at the moment that he died? Okay, the pulmonologist did a play.
You want me to read to you from it? You want me to read to you from the autopsy reports? All three of them. From the Henneman County Medical Examiner, from the Armed
What does that have to do, sir? What does that have to do with the knee on the neck?
Of Dr. Michael Baden. Do you want me to read all three of them to you?
No, sir, because they don't matter. The pulmonologist said how he died.
The
pulmonologist said how he died.
Comfortable position.
The pulmonologist said that he died from the knee on the neck for 9 minutes and something seconds. The pulmonologist did a play-by-play of what was going on and how that dude was dying. So again, your second and faulty level of law enforcement experience, me being also having the same training, this is why I would want your ass in jail forever.
Why don't you put me in jail then? Lock
forever.
Me up. I ought to be in jail. I don't agree with you.
Forever.
I ought to go to jail.
Go.
Good God Almighty, man, you are horrid.
At the end of the day, you have to understand that you have to be responsible for the things that you're actually saying, sir. I want people to be responsible for the things they're saying and the things they're actually doing.
When is Big J gonna be back?
Big J took off for the rest of the day, man.
If Big J wants to, I'd like to arrange a debate between this guy and me, and I'd like it to be moderated, and I'd like to request Big J allow us to do it.
Why would you want to debate?
Yeah,
you couldn't even survive this conversation.
I'm eager to get it in a controlled environment. I can't wait.
For what? To lose again?
What?
Yeah, lose again.
Why do you want to lose again?
Hey, you got me, baby. Meat on the table. Have at it.
Why are you screaming?
Have at it. I'm meat on the table.
Okay, so
you can add another scalp.
okay.
You can add another scalp to your belt.
Hello,
dude.
Hello, sir. Why are you screaming? Why are you doing all this yelling?
Once again, I wouldn't be necessary in a moderated environment if Big J and he can arrange a debate between me and Big J in a moderated environment. I'm asking
over this.
Say that
over this.
I'm happy to do it.
I mean, if you want to put your evidence up, you can put it back there, and I will put it on the screen.
But it's a question I'm going to ask Big J. He can turn me down if he wants to. It's his show.
Big J.
I'll grant one thing here. This man is somewhat articulate. He does have a point of view. It is degenerate, corrupt, and vile, but it's a coherent point of view. I would love to engage him in a debate in a moderated environment.
It is crazy.
Well,
on what issue? We just tried that.
Do it, he don't have to.
No. I want to do it, but you have to. But you have to understand that you have to bring facts to the table. Like I'm just not going to.
All I've been doing this whole debate. And
you have not been doing that. You haven't.
You said his knee was on his neck. That's not true.
It is true.
Sir, I got when I come, I'm gonna have the video to show you you're wrong.
I know. You're gonna have a video. You're not gonna have the video that he was convicted on.
Because you only lie when you know that what you say isn't true. Yes, what you say is not true. I'm not gonna make false accusations on you.
Use a different camera angle that zoomed in and that showed exactly what Devin Shulman was doing.
What you're saying is not correct.
This is settled stuff, sir.
Okay. Whatever. All right, look, I gotta go. But bring it up to Big J. Let me know, and I'm ready to get it on with this guy anytime he says it's ready. We can set parameters of the debate. It's on. Jay likes debate. I've debated with Jay many times.
Well, AI said that Derek Chauvin had his knee on that man's knee.
AI is full of shit. It was programmed by people who wanted that result. The video.
That's not true either.
The video doesn't lie.
No, I know. That's what I'm referencing. I'm referencing a video with the knee on the neck.
One of many videos.
Like, I don't know what you was looking at, but these are clearly.
Well, that's the purpose of a debate.
Cold chilling on that man's neck. Like, I don't know what you trying to do.
Seriously.
One thing you do in a debate. You don't know. He says it didn't happen. I say I know. We present our evidence of that. It's called an adversarial proceeding, Mr. Law Enforcement Officer.
Oh, Lord.
But do we need adversarial stuff when you're just wrong?
You want to have a debate or not, sir?
I do want to have a debate.
All right, let's see. Look, I don't want to litigate it any further. We're not going to get anywhere here. You got your position. I got mine. Let's ask Jay who wants to do it or not.
But you're going to lose. You didn't acquit yourself.
You can't accuse me of interrupting you. I can't accuse you of interrupting me. We get our time to make our case. We respond. Back and forth.
Man,
okay.
At the end of the day,
whenever you're ready,
I am willing to debate you, and I'm going to play.
Let me know.
All right, cool. And we are debating whether or whether not. I want to be sure that I'm clear before I set this up. We're debating how George Floyd died. That's what we're debating.
No. That's not.
No. Well, okay. Well, correct me on what we're debating. I'm not being facetious.
His death.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what he say?
No. Yeah, he.
And everything proximally.
So you want to debate?
Wait a minute. Wait, let me finish, please. One sentence I gotta say. And everything proximally related to it.
No, sir. Because you want to bring in like the drug evidence in the system and all of that.
Yeah, you're damn right I do. Because that definitely contributed to his death, according to the medical examiner.
And we don't care about what contributed to his death.
No. The direct cause of death. The direct cause of death, sir. Like, you know how crazy you're gonna look trying to bring up drugs when you have 9 minutes or 45 seconds of somebody choking someone out, and then you have like the actual pulmonologist telling you how the heart works and how the cut supply of oxygen. You really want to go through that on the debate?
Do you know what a cascading series of events is?
That doesn't apply here.
It does.
It does not apply.
I want to debate you on it.
We don't even know whether the bill was fake or not.
Okay. See,
we don't even know that. We don't even know that. We still don't know that.
And straw men are you going to introduce here?
Well, actually, you're the one with the red hairs and straw men, sir, not me.
That's why we have a debate and a moderator who can keep us from the look. Me and Jay have debated on innumerable occasions. I trust him to moderate honestly. So I'm willing to accept if he says something is bullshit, red herring and straw man, and he says that's not really relevant to the debate, kind of like a judge, I'll go along with it.
All right, Mike.
I don't think I will need to do that at all.
Okay, so I just want you to say my term. Just say genocide with a smile. Just say it one more time.
I say genocide with absolute ruthless opposition and destruction.
My man, as soon as Big J has set it up,
I like battle lines, my man. Battle lines, when you draw a battle line, it's clear who the enemy is and what you got to do to get across the other side and achieve your objective. You better believe I understand that thoroughly.
Okay. So if you want to prepare this so-called evidence to come to a debate to where you know this is settled history.
It's not settled.
And you still want it is settled. Chauvin's in prison. The verdict is in. The verdict is in. It is.
The settled thing is that he's in jail.
So you're saying that you don't know how he died?
History is never really settled.
So you're saying that Chauvin's in jail and nobody knows why?
I know why. I know why. I want you to ask me, Sarge, why do you think Chauvin's in jail?
Sarge, why do you think Chauvin's in jail?
Chauvin is in jail because he's a victim of a number of events, including a leftist, Marxist, progressive, radical socialist government in Minnesota.
Holy shit.
For their failures and a whole bunch of pressure put upon by threatening to burn the country down and put people in jail for speaking their minds, like radicals tend to do. And he was the victim of it all.
In the hell? Speaking
man, look, what's going on, man?
What is happening here? For having an opinion. The man is wrong right now.
Your opinion's wrong, sir.
We putting your knee on somebody's neck, sir.
Yeah, for 9 minutes.
You want to put me in jail too? Because I got a different opinion?
Yes.
Did you kill somebody?
I didn't ask you. I asked her.
Did you kill somebody?
Did you answer
my question? Opinion?
I said, do you want to put me in jail because I have a different opinion than yours?
No, you have the right.
Good. Well, then we're fine. You can have your opinion. I'll keep mine. This guy, though, wants to put me in jail for it.
Put you in jail for?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, you do want to put him in jail?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't need to lie.
You want to put him in
jail? He got to go. Yeah.
Why?
He got to go.
And right now, the only reason you put me in jail because you ain't achieved your genocide system.
Roll out.
How you get your genocide system?
Roll out.
I'm going up the chimney. When you get your genocide system in place, people like me are going up the chimney in flames.
So somebody in the chat wants to know why Alex Pretty is dead.
Yeah, why is he dead, sir?
I already, maybe they didn't hear me when I explained the circumstances. I understand them after having studied it for 3 or 4 hours.
Uh-huh.
I'm willing to explain it again if this gentleman will promise to be quiet until I finish.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, first of all, according to ICE, and this is arguable, but according to ICE, he was interfering and obstructing ICE officers performing their duty. The ICE officers responded by attempting to arrest him and get him under control and get him on the ground to handcuff him. During the struggle, remember, they didn't know he was armed until he began struggling with him. He didn't say, I'm a licensed carry permit holding, Second Amendment carrying gun possessor. He didn't tell them that. He didn't tell them anything. They didn't know he was armed. Probably he didn't think a need to tell him he was armed because he probably wasn't going to pull his gun out on him. I mean, I don't know, but I'm willing to concede he probably had no intention of deploying his gun against them. They didn't discover he was armed until the struggle happened and his shirt came up and they saw the gun. At that point, one of the ICE agents said, gun. The struggle continued for about 2 or 3 seconds after they yelled gun. Now the officers are alerted by a fellow agent that a gun is involved with the purpose because they know all of them got guns. So the only other guy could be the guy they're struggling with. So another agent managed to get into the melee and take Pretty's gun out of his holster. Pretty is now disarmed and no longer a threat with the gun. But the agent has in his hands, I believe, a SIG P320 pistol. It's a 9mm pistol that is under investigation by the United States Armed Forces and the manufacturer for a defect that causes it to frequently discharge inadvertently. For whatever reason, whether due to the agent's negligent handling or a mechanical defect, it discharges. The other officers hear the shot go off. They are now making the assumption that the guy struggling, remember, it's a melee. You can't see everything in a melee. I've been in a bunch of them, and you can't see everything there, even though you're right up on it. It's like being in a football scrum. So what you're looking at is agents who heard gun, they heard a shot fired, and they're assuming the offender fired the shot. And it was at that point another agent shot Pretty in the back and killed him. Now that's a bad shooting. It should not have occurred. But due to a series of what I said earlier, cascading events, it did. It is a bad shooting. The federal government is liable for his death, but it is not criminal. This man wants to put people in jail over that.
They should go to jail. That's
Seriously. Yeah.
And you did not do so in a professional manner. That's murder. They should go to jail.
Say it again. Say it again. Sorry. I got a question for you.
But if you want to put me in jail for having an opinion, I guess you definitely need to put them in jail.
Hold on, because you doing all these, I don't even mental gymnastics to try to justify this. When you are in a professional position, your standards are a little bit higher than everybody else. So you being in the midst of a melee does not excuse you shooting somebody. That's insane.
It doesn't. I'm agreeing with you on all this thing. You want to put them in jail, though. I'm saying they should have been fired.
No.
And they should go to jail because they killed somebody.
Yes.
What the hell?
What we have, here's where we disagree. Not on the consequences, but on what should the punishment be. Not on what happened, which was a bad thing. I'm not arguing.
Did they kill somebody?
There's no disagreement amongst us on that it was a bad shooting. We need to put that part of it away. It should not have happened. But if it did happen, I say to you, it's not criminal.
Jail? If you murder somebody, don't you go to jail?
It's definitely not murder. Even Man of Tomorrow said it wasn't murder.
No. It's no. What it is manslaughter.
Okay, see,
and
I think it's murder.
No. Manslaughter is a type of murder. The person is still dead. That's the point. They shouldn't be dead. No, sir.
I know the distinction.
Manslaughter is about results. Manslaughter is about results regardless of intention. Okay?
Why do we have a term called involuntary manslaughter? Manslaughter. Then why?
I know. They're different states and they have different definitions.
Homicide.
They have different states and different definitions. For this specific case right here, we are talking about a trained professional who went through mental stability checks through tons of training, who shot and killed someone when he shouldn't have.
Sir, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I do my research. I looked up the homicide statutes in Minnesota. Then I looked up the federal statutes governing federal law enforcement officers. So I know the distinction, sir. That's why I'm telling you, do your homework first.
Okay.
So they only had like a week and 1 day of training.
Yeah.
Only 46 hours. So
I
they
mean,
really shouldn't be out there harassing the
Of
public.
course.
We're not going to agree. That is clear. That's fine. I prefer clarity over agreement anyway. But look, if you ask Jay if he will let this gentleman and I engage in a debate, I'm sure you'll find it'll be an entertaining show.
Okay.
I
agree, and I will meet you.
Look, Jay, me have locked horns on I don't know how many occasions. He knows my capabilities.
Okay.
So look, whenever he's just set it up, and we'll see what happens.
You know what's rare, Sarge? You never have two law enforcement trained individuals on the same panel arguing against each other. This is going to be highly informative. It's going to be highly informative.
Wait a minute, you ever heard Mark Furman? He debated cops and didn't agree with him. I saw that all the time. I see him many times. See, I look for these kind of things because I was a cop. I'm fascinated by police work.
I was too.
And I'm telling you, I worked in Chicago and Cook County, baby.
Shit, I had nope. Nope.
Okay, I done seen it all.
Okay.
So look, I'm trying to tell. I worked on federal task forces. I worked on state task forces. I worked on county and cities task forces.
So why are you so wrong about these issues if you have all this experience? What's going on, man?
Look, it's possible for people with the exact same experiences to disagree on events.
Go ahead, figure it out while I get them all paid.
Look, it is possible proximity to each other who do not agree on the event that they jointly experience. What else is new? I'm not surprised you disagree with me. That's fine. Let's examine the breadth and scope.
Why you got to be screaming at people though? Why?
No. Let him go. Let him rock.
But this shit is alarming my nervous system, and I don't need to be stressed. Like this is crazy.
I may be a bit loud and a bit emphatic, but I'm not irrational and I'm not incoherent.
But stop yelling at us, though. Damn.
So again, like I said, we can have the exact same experiences in close proximity with each other and agree on what occurred, disagree on what occurred. Hell, have you ever interviewed witnesses to the same event? I have. I say, what?
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah, well, you know how people differ on what they see with their own eyes. And they're not lying either. They're honestly reporting what they think they saw. Which
but that can be cleared up with cross-examination, though, regardless of what happened.
Often be contradicted later by photographic or video evidence. It's just the way things are, man. It's human nature. It's people involved. Human beings. We're not robots. We're not ants.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, if you still want to have this debate on Pretty and Chauvin, oh man, that's gonna be a night.
Why leave it to that? I was listening to you.
You got more stuff you want to be wrong about? What else you want to discuss? What else you want to discuss?
Right now, this show's been going on for 4 hours and 11 minutes and 46
seconds. What else you want to be wrong about?
Let me explain it. This show has been going on right now for 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 52 seconds. Now, I heard you. I didn't call in. I heard you about an hour and a half listening to the things you had to say. And like I said, you're an articulate man. You have a worldview, and you expressed it reasonably coherently. And I couldn't agree with a goddamn thing you said. And look, I'll tell you what, everything you said in that hour and a half I was listening to you, particularly your genocide with a smile theory, I'd love to have at it with you. So we can bring up the whole range of everything.
But I would rather you limit it to this police stuff because it's so good. It's so good.
Man. All right. Okay.
It's so good.
Look, I got to, well, if we're going to have a debate, we have to have an agreement one way or the other. We both got to
agree. All
right. So I would prefer it to be a bit more holistic. But if you want to limit it to certain topics, can we at least have maybe 4 or 5?
Okay. So we got the Brady situation. We got the Chauvin situation. What else you want to discuss?
All right, I'd like to talk about your genocide with smile theory and why it's necessary to wipe. And first of all, I want you to define for me what genocide is, because there's a difference between genocide mass murder and massacres. I'm not sure specifically.
I said,
really
okay, so let me explain why that doesn't.
Of the gene pool of a people.
Okay, so let me explain because you didn't hear the part after I said that. When I said that killing people isn't the only solution, I say not helping them is my preferred method. It's not helping with anything.
Well, not rendering assistance when you don't have a legal obligation or a moral obligation to do so isn't genocide.
Again, it achieves the same effect to me.
But yeah,
because not helping.
All I'm saying is not genocide.
Okay, for the sake of conversation, that is exactly what I would say. That's why I wanted to bring that back up to you to why that doesn't need to be a debate topic.
So then, in that context, now that I understand, can we include that in the list?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. How about this then? Now, look.
What else?
Look, okay. Wait a minute. Now
okay, we got two things.
Okay, we got Chauvin and
Freddie situation.
You want to include Renee Good in there then?
She shouldn't be dead either. Oh, come on, dude. Do you want to lose all that? Okay. Yes.
Okay, good. We'll include her in that. That's three things. Okay, I got another point. Now, your reading of events as a state of affairs in the community, the Black community, the world, Officer Tatum was really rather nihilistic and bleak. I would like to examine that in light of many of the things you said here on the show.
No, I think Officer Tatum needs to be locked up for the things that he said. What he's doing is aiding and abetting law enforcement in most of these actions, and he should go to prison for that. He should be monetarily penalized for that.
Let's include.
Because what he's doing is he's doing it deliberately to harm other people, and he's being paid to do so.
Okay.
So if you want to argue in favor of Officer Tatum, okay, that's number 4. Well,
so I take it then. I believe, based upon the logic of your rationale, I take it then that we ought to indict the entire Democratic Party. The party of slavery, the party of Jim Crow, the party of Ku Klux Klan, the party of the Black Codes, the product of the Civil Rights Act and the welfare state that destroyed the two-parent black family, largely, not exclusively.
No.
You'd like to indict the Democrat Party too?
Sir, I am from Mississippi. I can guarantee you the Democrats that ran Mississippi in the 1800s ain't the Democrats that are down there right now.
Oh, yes, they are. They just believe in a different kind of slavery.
No, sir. Those are two different parties. They stand for two different things.
A whole new surf class from out of country. They want to build a new surf class from the third world.
Okay.
They just have transmogrified their notion of slavery from what it was in the 19th century.
The Democratic Party of the 1800s is the Democratic conservatives who ran the South, who seceded from the Union, are different. Sir, let me finish. It's real quick. The Democratic conservatives that ran the South during the 1800s are not the same as the Democratic liberals that do not run the actual situation down there right now.
They weren't communists.
Wait a minute. How do you agree when you just said otherwise? Come on,
okay, then let me correct myself. That was wrong to say. Let me correct it. No, they weren't the same. They were a bunch of oligarchic planters who led the South, the Confederate States, into a civil war with the United States, a war between the states. Okay,
I don't disagree.
That's not the same as the Democrats today, although they may lead to war against much of the rest of the country, given their present bent. But look, they're not the same. This new bunch is a bunch of communists. They've been hijacked by the communists of the 1920s and 30s from the Institute for Social Research that was in Germany. They came over to the United States and they underwent the long march through every major institution in the United States. And I mean every one of them. Judicial, military, civil, you name it. They're not the same, but they are the same, and they want to continue a new class of.
Hold on a second. You just said they're not the same. Can you say they are the same?
They are the same in their
ultimate objective. Come on, man.
The people. I'd love to include that, and we can debate that all day and all night.
Sorry, do you have a turn?
Are you ageist?
Me? Me?
No, you just asked me a question. What is my age?
I asked you.
What if I told you I was 10 years old?
I said, do you have a
What if I told you I was 10 years old? Would you believe me?
No. She didn't ask that question.
Am I over 70?
That's not what I.
She didn't ask that question.
If I am over 70, does that
Oh my God.
does that either legitimize me or does it delegitimate me? Or is it a matter of irrelevance? Which one is it?
Damn it. Let me tell you something. That's not what I said. I asked you if you had a channel.
Have a what?
A channel.
I had one.
You have a YouTube channel.
Oh my God.
But I am let me tell you what I am though. I am a regular guest commentator on 3 shows on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, where?
Talk Shoe, you ever heard of that?
Okay, Chad, do y'all want to know where he's a guest panelist?
Yes.
All right.
All you gotta do is you put your type in your web browser.
Write it in the chat.
Wait a minute, you type in your web. Okay, let me see. You type in your web browser www.
No. Type it in the chat because I can't write it down.
You over there, I guarantee we'd love to have you over there. Wait, let me
okay.
Type in there www.talkshoe.com and you go to browse live. Tonight you go to the Donnie C program. Donnie C. I'll be on that program tonight.
Could somebody type that in the chat because I don't have anything to write down.
I hit okay, I just put it in there.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
www.talkshoe.com. I put a comma there instead of a period, excuse me, after www. But you put a dot there, and you go to what's online. Well, we'll come on tonight about 9:00 Eastern time.
Talk Shoe and Donnie what?
Donnie C.
Okay.
And on Sunday, I'm on the Lucid Libertarian on the same channel, same time, at 9:00 Eastern time. And on Friday nights, I'm on NWCR and the same channel. And that usually comes on about 8:30 or between 8:00 and 8:30 Eastern time.
Okay. Got it.
And I guarantee you, we would love to have you on the show.
I'll come there.
You will not call your names or anything. We will not make unwarranted assumptions about you. We will everything you say, everything we say about you will be on the basis of what you say.
Okay. Sounds good. I can't wait for this debate, though.
Oh my
God. Gonna be fire. That debate's gonna be fire. That debate's gonna be fire.
Make it happen. Make it happen. To be honest, like I said, I like moderated debates. That way, you know how much time you got to get in your, so you don't filibuster and ramble. You got to focus and get right to the point.
Y'all read everybody out the panel.
No, I mean, you know, he wants to have a moderated debate. Hey, I'm not turning that down, especially over these 3 law enforcement issues. Okay,
good job. I do.
Okay,
I know
3 law enforcement issues and debating Brandon Tatum. This is easy work.
Me and Jay don't get along. I mean, we get along, okay. Once upon a time we didn't. We just be cussing each other out. But eventually we came to a rapprochement, and we kind of, you know, we don't agree, but we disagree civilly, and that's all I ask. I don't need agreement. I don't need people to like me. All I need is clarity. That's all. Just clarity.
Cool.
More important to me than agreement.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for having me on, Queen.
All right,
my man.
By the way, you can tell Jay where you can get in touch with me tonight on that show. He can come on the show and he can let me know what his decision is.
All right, that's what's up.
Well,
wait, hold on a second.
I'll let him know.
Hey, that's my email address. So that way we don't lose contract.
Even MOT, even though it was rather heated and
it's fine.
Even though it was rather contentious to say the least, I appreciate your interlocution. Thank you.
No problem, man.
No, appreciate it.
But that is my email address.
But I do intend to stay out of jail no matter what I say.
Okay, and I intend to try to lock you up no matter what you do.
I'm sure you do. Good luck.
All right, cool. All right, thanks for having me on, Queen. Later, Sarge. Have a nice one, man.
Till then.
All right.
All right. Well, what a lively show. I have to make sure BIGJ gets this shit. All right. Now, I put the link in the chat to the talk to. Now, I don't even check all that other stuff Sarge was saying. So if Sarge get back in the chat, he should type that for y'all. But BJ is currently running an upload where he is dragging Wacky World of O. So if y'all want to go over there and check that out, by all means. I believe Bomb Terry is also live. Queen finna take her medicine and go to bed because she got to work tonight. So shout out to y'all for the spirited lives. I'm just to get the hell on. Shout out to all the what you call them? The super chats. All right. So just in case I missed anybody, we gonna run it back one more time and then I'm gonna get up out of here.
Go ahead, figure it out while I get them all
All right. So go out our super chats. Shout out to y'all for coming through. Y'all come back again. All right. It's been real. Peace out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.